Ooh, 808 squad.
I ain't never had shit, nigga. I grew up and got this motherfucking bag. Now I'm feeling myself, for real. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Hey, all this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Hey, smoking on that gas, I know it's bad for my health. These niggas ain't tryna help, they down for themselves. I used to be broke, had to get it off the shelf. I used to be broke, now I call myself well. Yeah, I'ma buy a bottle and you know it's not a problem. I order up a room, baby, let's hop in the shower. Lil' baby, she a model and she suck it like a bottle. Lil' baby, she a swallow, she ain't even got a goggle. Yeah, used to be broke back in the days, working for minimum wage. See you stuck in your ways. You don't even like getting paid. See, ain't got time for that. Don't even got time to rap. Stop all that line cap. I'm running to the money itself. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Hey, all this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Hey, money, 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 money. I gotta get to the cheddar. Left some money on the dresser, baby, you can have whatever. Her feet gon' be softer than feathers. Babe, you know it ain't no pressure. Finessing these niggas. I ran up a check on these niggas. Fuck it, I'm out on the grind. I heard my life on the line. Ducking and dodging the crime. Looking like a dollar sign. Mama asked was I'm fine. I told mom I'm straight. She said keep doing what you doing. You on board, keep skating. Why these niggas wanna hate? Cause I'm getting to the cake. Just moved out of state. Putting food on my plate. Drippin', I got lots of sauce. Tired of hearing these niggas mouth. Running sack up in the loft. Got the bag, now I'm taking off. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Hey, all this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Hey.
Welcome to the greatest show in the world, the Spillover. And you already know you have yours truly, Drink Lockhead.
Reggie back, baby.
Ooh, you make a mess.
Let's do that again. Hold on.
Big bruh.
Yeah, Big Bruh's not in right now. He gonna take a vacation. All these niggas be taking vacations and shit. I'm gonna have to take you one. Shit. Damn. It's okay, though. We gonna keep the ball rolling. You know how we like to start it off? It's gonna be a nice, little busy today. We got a lot of questions, a lot of topics, a lot of everything to get into. It's a lot of shit going on in the world. Whew, it's a lot of shit going on in the world, man. Good and bad, good and bad. We got to stay positive, but we got to reflect on the negative, because if we don't learn about the negative, then we don't know where to go. All right, so let's start it off right. Spillover S. Let's kick it in, man. Come on, let's get it.
Man.
Sports.
Here we go in these sports. It's bad when the leagues know that a lot of these police trials be some bullshit. Article popped up on my phone. Guess what it said? It said the NBA is preparing to postpone games based on the Derek Chauvin verdict. That's a shame when you already got a plan. You already put together a plan. You like, man, it's gonna be some bull. We gonna have to cut these games out.
Bro, the world has been preparing for it. If the city said, if Biden says, even the president said, yo, we have to be cautious after this verdict because we just got to keep things peaceful. Like,
that sounds horrible from him saying
exactly. Why do you got to say that? Because if it goes one way, I don't see people getting mad because he's found guilty. I don't see it. Do you think?
Nah. Maybe some cops. Some of the old guard.
But they wouldn't go out and protest.
Nah, they wouldn't protest.
And go crazy. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Cause they got a team in that state. You know what I mean? So they don't know who's playing there that day. So they might as well just, hey, all right, let's shut the whole. Ain't the verdict supposed to be done today?
I think so. They probably deliberate. I don't know if they came out with a verdict. I know they did their closing arguments today.
Oh, they did that.
Yeah,
after they do their closing argument, they're supposed to do their.
They're supposed to deliberate. So, but I don't think this is gonna be a quick one.
You don't think so?
It should be, but come on. Especially, I don't think it's gonna be quick if they find them not guilty, because then that's gonna start a shitstorm. I'm gonna just be real. It's gonna start a shitstorm. If they were to go in and come right back out and say not guilty, it's gonna be bad, real bad.
Wait, so all right, wait. We all out of sports, but
there's a part of this. These sports are gonna protest.
So
if it don't come
so
right.
if you think the longer they take justifies if it's a not guilty?
No, I just think that if they do think it's not guilty, they're going to take a long time. So they can say, we really went over it. We really went back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Because if they was to just go in and come out not guilty, come on, man. You know how the world going to react.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's going to be bad.
They going to be like, they didn't even say shit. They just went in there and found my man not guilty. Yeah, bro.
Since we talking about the NBA, let's talk about what is going on with this MVP race.
What do you mean what's going on?
This is the weirdest. It's like whoever's the healthiest at the end.
Wait.
It's gonna win.
Bruh, it's gonna be weird.
Every MVP candidate is hurt.
This is the effect of the corona. So now we finna have something that never happened. Okay, as far as an MVP is gonna be nominated and selected that missed a hell of games. It's gonna happen. It's never happened.
The only way it won't happen is if
Jokic get it.
Yeah, is if Jokic get it.
Okay.
The only person I see posing a threat to him is Embiid.
This is leaving the door open for Jokic. They want Jokic to win. Like I said I don't think I said it on. I think I text you this.
Yeah, we had a conversation about it.
The last white person, Caucasian, to win an MVP was
Nash?
No, Dirk Nowitzki. Nash won it before.
It was
Nash won it before him, and then it was Dirk.
Yeah.
All right, so
that year Golden State beat him in the first round.
Yep. And I was like, let's get. I ain't gonna say that, but it's due time, bro. They need them one.
Well,
man.
outside of Embiid,
I don't blame. I vote for Jokic too.
That's what I'm saying. Outside of
Embiid, like he was healthy.
Hey, outside of Embiid though, he earned it, man. Nobody else.
Jokic?
Yeah, nobody else really had no case.
Yeah, Embiid. All right, now tell me how fucked up this is. All right, now
he's a center averaging almost 9 assists a game. That's crazy. He's this close to averaging a triple-double as a center.
Wait.
As a center.
No. That ain't the fucked up part. Embiid is incredibly talented. Mm-hmm. You know the 76ers is my team. Mm-hmm. Okay? I love Embiid. I just hate his dumb ass. Now, how do I say that? Because I love Embiid, like I just said. But I hate his dumb ass. Because he's counterproductive. Okay? Meaning, he plays great. If you hear his mic up games, he talks, come on, baby, I got your back. Don't worry about nothing. But then when he goes home, this is the fucked up part. When he goes home, he forgets he has a whole fucking team, right? Mm-hmm. And he get to tweeting on his fucking thing, forgetting about his whole team. Like nobody else matter. Like he's just a man, okay? He does this every fucking year, bro. And he don't, I'm not going to say because he's African, because not every African be like that. They don't, some get used to American ways and, you know, I'm saying a lot of Americans sensitive, especially celebrities, and especially ones with a lot of money. They're very sensitive because they feel they should have shit their way because they have the money.
You saying he been westernized?
No. He's westernized, but doesn't lack the compassion of a westernized person. So some Western people in America understand, like, okay, yeah, I'm the shit, but hey, these dudes helping me, and I gotta watch what the fuck I say. That's a real superstar and a real leader. Okay, so what I'm getting to is his ass made a tweet the other day saying, you know, really, I can be defensive player of the year by how great I'm playing. Bro,
He is playing great though.
the main person campaigning for defensive player of the year is your teammate. That's the main person. Now you're in the running for MVP
And defensive player of the year.
bro.
He is
The
in the
main, bro. You don't do that.
Ben probably gonna win it.
No.
But though he did say before Ben played this great year of defense, before the year he did say his goal was to win defensive player of the year.
Who?
Embiid. He did say that. He
Bruh.
publicly said that.
He said he
That's
wanted
my
to be an MVP.
He said he wanted to win defensive player of the year.
He said he wanted to be an MVP, bro. If you're not in the running, he's not in the running, bro. They got
Them two probably been the two best defenders all year.
They saying Ben Simmons and
Don't say Gobert.
Who won MVP last year?
Giannis.
Yeah, they said Giannis is in the running too. Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
he in there.
Okay,
All three of them in there.
all right, but bro,
So you saying since it looks like he got a chance to win MVP, he should campaign for being a little bit more to get defensive player of the
yes,
year?
bro. That's what a teammate's supposed to do. You're not supposed to campaign both of them if you know your teammate going for one, and he has a good chance of getting it. That's when the point. So that's like you being by the finish line, and then me throwing a rock at you and tripping you. Like, nah, I want to win.
From the stands after you don't want your race.
Yeah, after I didn't win mine, like I'm like, yo, fuck you, man. Let me win this shit because I know I probably got a little bit more clout.
Ben need to get it or at least come in second because
It's gonna raise
He been talking a lot of shit.
What? Not even talking a lot of shit. He's been on the trading block. Okay, he needs to add value to him because he won't shoot.
Rightfully so.
Because he won't shoot. So he needs to add more value to his game. And if he get defensive player of the year, you can't deny his defensive stature.
Hey, I've been waiting to ask you this after watching both of them, what they done for their teams in this year. Are you now ready to admit that if James Harden was on that team, that'd be a championship team, bro? If James Harden was on that team,
Did I ever say it wouldn't be a championship?
you said you don't want that trade. I said
I don't
you
want that trade.
You know what I'm saying? Are you ready? They iffy with Ben. If James was there, oh man, that's who you picking to go to the finals. But James would transform that entire team.
If James was there,
He's a better facilitator than Ben Simmons. He's gonna space the floor. He's gonna attack.
This is what I'm saying. If James was there, we lose the factor that make us good. That's two great defensive players. We just get an offensive player, and now we're low.
Hang on, James has been playing good defense. He ain't been great.
He's not gonna. He's been playing good defense because he has Kyrie, a dominant scorer. That's why he's playing great
Embiid
defense.
a dominant scorer.
Who?
Embiid is like there for leading the league in scoring.
See, you're countering everything I'm saying and not remembering the last statement that was just made. Okay? So, let's say Embiid is a scorer. Who's going to be the other person that plays defense?
Danny Green.
Oh my God.
Dwight Howard.
Bro.
All the same people, man.
No, man.
You might lose a little. I will give you.
You're gonna lose a lot
You
because
will lose
who's guarding
some defense.
Who's guarding the LeBron Jameses, the Paul Georges, the Kawhi Leonard? Yes, he does guard them.
No, I'm saying
and
he don't do
a
nothing
great
with them.
job guarding them.
He said some. Who just said something about KD? Like, bro, I said he better pray to God they don't match him. KD will eat. He's always eating.
Just
Ben.
wait,
bro. Every time he dribbled the ball
but
against the Sixers,
he got a
Ben.
new attitude though, and you can't do nothing but respect that, bro.
I respect. You know, I love somebody that's going.
Just wait until they line up. Wait until they line
You know, I
up,
always
and he gonna
respect
have a
somebody
whole
that's willing
feeling.
to let you
KD
know.
might give him 30. KD might give him 30.
Efficient 30.
But this is what Ben realizes when he's playing against a good scorer. He has to score too, because this is what I always say. In order to stop a scorer, you have to score on them and make them have to work on the other side, so they're not putting all that energy on points. You can't play good D and then be the guy that's sagging back in the corner, letting that man rest. You feel me? You can't do that. If that's the case, so what they're probably going to do is, let's say they do match up and KD and Ben Simmons guarding KD. KD will not guard Ben Simmons.
He guarded LeBron. He'll guard him.
No, he's not. I bet you he won't. I bet you he will not. He's going to guard like a Danny Green or somebody else. He's not going to guard Ben because Ben is going to be coast to coast facilitating, making him work.
I think Kyrie will get Ben.
Yes, he's going to guard.
I mean, not Ben. He'll get Danny.
I think
KD gonna get Ben. I think Blake is gonna try him and DeAndre Jordan gonna try to bump with Embiid, and then I think they're gonna put old dude Brown on the last guy.
Bro, KD's not gonna want to check Ben Simmons. Bro.
Ben, all you gotta do with Ben, but that's what I'm saying. His game is so limited. All you gotta do is say, "Hey, bro, watch the paint with me." I'm standing on. I'm 10 feet off Ben.
Ben Simmons is 50 pounds heavier than KD. Okay?
I don't believe that. I give him 20, maybe 20.
Bro.
Maybe 20.
KD light.
But KD's not light. He just
tall
long,
and light, bro.
He just long. Like Will, you look at any picture of Will.
Whoa, Will was big, bro.
I'm saying, look at any picture of Will.
He look big.
Will is not no body. He don't look.
He bodied, bro.
He did not look humongous.
Yes.
He did not look humongous.
Bro, you got to see him standing next to other players.
He was definitely big, but he wasn't humongous.
Look at Will standing next to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, bro.
Yeah, well, Kareem was skinny.
That's what I'm saying. That's what KD was. That's what KD is. KD is.
But even Kareem, though, Kareem was strong. Bro, KD is strong. That's why you can't bump him off. Like, people try to go, you try to bump. That doesn't affect him.
You can bump him.
Ben's not going to.
You can bump him.
You can't affect nothing KD does.
KD's not playing D like that no more, bro. He's timid. He do not want to get hurt again. I'm telling you, he's not bumping with nobody, bro.
I'm talking about even when he on offense. Ben is not going to be able to affect him, bro. Nobody can bump with KD and affect him.
I can't wait till this human element. I can't wait till this human element happen, and you be like, bro, something wrong with KD. He ain't playing like himself. That's what you gonna say. That's what you gonna say. And I'm gonna be like, of course he's not playing like himself.
The only way they're gonna have a chance is if he develop an issue in his head. That's it.
Bro, you say
and that's what you hoping for.
No, I'm not hoping.
Is that he develops an issue?
That's not what I'm hoping. The what they say, the proof is in the pudding that mentally something is finna go wrong.
I don't think so.
Bro, he's combating at everybody, which KD always does that.
Yeah, that's what
he always does that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when he combats and then he comes back, first of all, wait, he sits out a whole year. This whole year he's frustrated because everybody's talking shit. Like, KD might not be what he used to be. So he comes back with a redemption.
Say that.
Yes, they were.
Bro, every time he touched the floor, he's unstoppable. I don't care if it's 1 minute, 2 minutes. However, whenever he touched the floor.
They were saying point-wise, he can score, bro. He's one of the top scorers ever. But you have to play defense. You have to. Like, you cannot have a whole team of scorers. Like Brooklyn would not beat the Detroit that won the championship. Because defensively, they would have locked their ass up.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
Bro, Chauncey can't do shit with James or Kyrie.
Oh, my God.
Tayshaun can't do nothing with KD at all. And whoever wanted Rip can't do nothing with none of them.
Come on, Rip locked Kobe up one game.
Kobe was a young dude trying to prove a point, and it wasn't Rip. And Kobe ain't the scorer that KD. KD is the most efficient scorer at every level of basketball.
Rip wouldn't guard KD. Rip would guard James Harden.
They put it on Tayshaun. But he can't. What is he going? Rip can't do nothing with Tayshaun.
Tayshaun can't do nothing with
KD. No, he's not. Think so? He's not a 20-year-old Kobe, bro. Where he's like, oh yeah, you talking trash? Hey, give me the ball, man. I'm finna do it. And Shaq like, bro, just give me the ball. None of these niggas can stop me. He like, no, he's talking shit. Give me the ball. I'm finna do it.
Why you don't think KD like that?
KD like what? Well, even if he got like that, he can do it. Kobe couldn't do it at that time.
So you think Kobe? I mean, you think
a 20-year-old Kobe is not as good as KD in his prime.
So basically, you saying KD can beat a team by himself?
No, but he don't think like that. He's never thought like that. He's never been a player where he like, man, that game, he didn't even want to give up the ball. They try to make it like that because he scores so well. But every team he's ever been on, he'll give up the ball. He did it with Russ, who's the ultimate ball gobbler. Every team he goes to, he gotta have the ball all the time.
Man,
Golden State, he moved the ball.
KD has a mental problem, bro.
KD likes controversy. I give you that. He loves controversy.
He has a mental problem,
and that is an issue. He loves controversy. But as far as basketball being a teammate,
man,
KD does not try to engulf the ball. James ain't even been doing it. They just at that point where they like, bruh, let's just go get a ring. Like whoever got they man, just let them cook. Let them cook. Just like when Patrick Beverly's stupid self was talking that shit, like, yeah, look at what I'm doing to KD. Like, bruh, we just moving the ball and we blowing y'all out. Like, what are you even talking about? Then people like, well, we want KD to be a little bit more aggressive. And then he averaged pretty much 35 the rest of the way. Like, he can just do whatever he want to do whenever he feel like it. His only issue is his little quirk is that it's something weird about this dude where he just need controversy. Like, he need controversy the way normal people need peace. Like, controversy is his peace, which is why he's always starting it. I don't know why he like that, but he's definitely like that. He's a person that loves to be surrounded in controversy.
Yeah, he loves controversy because he was just on a podcast with
Oh man, let it go, everybody. I know what you've been talking.
I'm just saying he loves it, but he did it on purpose. But he came back. And said
it was in the same little
podcast. He came back and said it. You know what I mean?
But everybody keeps saying they don't believe he forgot. So I take it. I'm just gonna assume
that was satire, bro.
You don't believe that he forgot either. You feel like he did it on purpose?
Yeah, bro. You don't forget somebody you went down 3-1 with. You don't forget that guy. And that was the reason he said that shit. You don't forget that shit. Like, they came in the game together.
I thought, before I listened to it, I thought they said who are his favorite teammates to play with. I thought that's what the list he was putting together.
They said who's the greatest teammates you
ever
I know.
Played yeah, once I listened to it myself, I thought that's what they was talking about.
And then a lot of people were trying to flip it in another way because KD played with LeBron. KD played with Kobe for the USA.
Yeah, I don't think he was including that.
I know, yeah. But people were saying, well, he's had other stars as teammates, you know what I mean? And they were trying to say that he was snubbing everybody, you know what I mean? But
what
that's his opinion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What if he didn't like playing with them?
That wasn't the question. Who did you like playing with? It was a good question, meaning who. It was low-key a good question because it was asking basically who do you respect as being a top player? You know what I mean? Because who's the greatest player you ever played with? 5 top greatest players you ever played with. You're not saying who you like, because you cannot like Westbrook, but, bro, he's one of the greatest players you ever played with, bro. I don't know. You don't like him. But
no, he one of his greatest teammates. Man, he one of his greatest teammates.
Yes, he is. I fuck with Westbrook, man. I don't know why Reggie don't fuck with Westbrook.
But it's not that I don't like Westbrook. I just don't think he needs to be. He's never going to be the leader of a championship team. He needs to be a piece, but he's a person that's not his personality ain't meant to be a piece. Put it like that. He's supposed to be
dog?
a piece, but his personality
dog?
won't allow him to be a piece.
What?
He has to be the
He's
man.
a dog. No, he does not have to be
Yes,
the man.
he does, man.
No, what gives you that?
Westbrook got an alpha personality, and that's fine,
Oh,
but he's
just
not
a
an alpha
dog,
player.
Bruh. He didn't have to be the man in Houston.
Yeah, he did.
No, he did not.
That's why it didn't work well. And then
No,
what
it
the
didn't
first
work.
thing he said was,
Wait,
I
hold
gotta
up.
play my game. He don't like not being the man. What he said, I gotta play my type of basketball.
No.
And he back playing his type of low seed basketball where he getting a bunch of triple doubles. That's what he doing in Washington.
He was not trying to be the man.
Bro, him and James couldn't wait to get away from him. They said, bro, it's just one of them situations where like, bro, I'm cool with you. You my dog. But we can't play together. And there's nothing wrong with that.
That was not it.
Yeah, see, everybody try to act like they had an issue personally because they felt like they didn't want to play together on the court. It's not. You don't have to have an issue personally with somebody. Feel like your basketball game don't mesh with another guy's basketball game. There's nothing wrong with saying we don't have to have nothing personal against. Just say, bro, we don't mesh on the court. We just don't. They don't have to. I didn't like how they was trying to make it like they had some personal issue with each other. That was strictly a basketball move. Because Westbrook's not a point guard. He's not a good point guard. He's never had been.
God.
That's the issue, though. If he was taller, I think his career would have been a lot different because he'd have played his natural position of a two guard like he played coming out of school. And they tried to turn him into a point guard, but he wasn't. He was just a combo guard that figured out how to throw assists. Figured out how to throw a lot of assists. Why he get a lot of assists early, try to take over late, but it don't work. He's not a natural floor general. Because even though he get all them assists, his offense is never ranked high, no matter who's in it. It never ranks that high, and it really don't rank efficient.
Bro, all I'm hearing is I'm hating.
No, he's just not a point guard, bro. He's not a point guard.
I'm hating.
Just like the person that he always get compared to, not a point guard.
Who's the person y'all get?
AI, he's not a point guard.
What? He gets compared to Oscar Robertson. You just
No.
AI was not Mr. Triple Double, bro.
I'm not talking about Mr. Triple. I'm saying they talking about his mentality. Like they say who they say. Who are the two people they say they remind him? AI.
No.
And
No,
who the other person?
No, bro. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not true, bro. You just try to throw AI in because that's my dog.
No.
That's
Go ahead and talk about Westbrook. I'm finna find exactly what I'm talking about.
They compare Westbrook to Oscar Robertson and AI Kyrie.
Only with
that's
the
the only
triple
comparison.
doubles.
AI and Kyrie.
I've never heard AI and Kyrie.
Yes, they do. They compare them all the time.
I never heard that, except with who got the better crossover.
Oh my God, bro. I've never heard Allen Iverson in the same light as Westbrook.
Bro, I've heard that a lot.
No.
Especially
What are they liking?
What they're like.
Tell me the comparison.
They are combo guards that need the ball. They low efficient. Neither one of them really developed a consistent 3-point shot.
So that's your opinion.
No,
you're not. No. That's how you feel they're alike, right?
Yeah.
Who else has said that?
What I said?
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith said it.
Stephen A. has never compared. That's what I'm saying. And I know he has never compared AI to Westbrook.
Chris Broussard made a comparison. He also agreed, especially about them not developing a jump shot.
Bro, stop mentioning these guys again because you say you don't listen to them.
I said they don't form my opinion. I said I have my own opinion. I said some of them be backing up my opinion.
Nah, bro. I've never heard an AI and Westbrook comparison. They're nothing alike. Only thing I can say that may be alike is explosiveness. Duncan. AI was a little explosive ass nigga, but Westbrook got more hops than him. But AI was more athletic because he had football recruits and all that. So you know what I'm saying? He's that nigga.
Who?
He had football recruits and all that.
You talking about AI?
Yeah.
He's a little explosive quarterback.
He was just an athlete, bruh. Period.
Tracy McGrady, that's another person.
Man, no, stop.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying it.
Oh my God. You think efficiency is the only thing that make you a great player?
I can pull Tracy.
Let me ask you that. Efficiency is your end all to be all to being a great player?
You could be a great player and not be efficient.
I was gonna say because your favorite player is not that efficient. Okay, you're finna bring up his stats. He's always 50%. Jordan was not that efficient, bro. He just put up a lot of points.
Anybody that makes more shots than they miss or is efficient.
He just put up a lot of points to cover the spread.
No, he just make more than he misses.
He put a lot of points up to cover the spread. One game he'll put up 63. Next game he'll shoot 10 for 50, and then they'll forget about it because the next game he put up 58.
It don't matter what you put up. You can put up big numbers and still not be efficient. Kobe did it. AI did it. Tracy McGrady did it. There's a lot of dudes that's low 40 field goal percentage guys that aren't efficient, but they done had years where they done average 32, 33.
What makes them not efficient?
They miss more shots. If you shoot 10, for every 10 shots they shoot, they make 4. Well, 4-ish. 4-ish. What I call efficient, once you hit that 50, especially as a guard, top
5 of efficient players, you know.
Not centers.
Not centers, because that's all I was just going to say. They can't be centers because
saying,
all they do is dunk and do layups.
That's what I'm saying.
So I was ready for you to start naming centers.
No. I just said not centers. I just wanted to be clear.
Give me some people that's efficient.
Okay. You got Larry Bird. You got Michael Jordan. You got Kevin Durant. You got... I'm going to say Steph. I'm going to definitely put Steph up there. Steph always hovering
efficient.
around
He's
50.
having an efficient year this year.
No, he's always hovering around. The year he won MVP, he was 50, 40, 90.
Bruh.
Like...
He's
always around
Nah.
high 40s, 50%. And that's with all the crazy shots he shoot. If he didn't shoot no crazy wild shots, his efficiency numbers would be crazy.
But don't say that. He's not that efficient then.
No, I'm saying, even with that, he still got great efficient numbers. That's what I'm saying. If he didn't shoot
had
all them shots.
40 a year.
No, man, Steph always in the high 40s. He's always high in the 40s or 50 or hovering around 50. That's what I'm saying. The dudes I'm talking about that are not efficient, they're always low in the 40s and 30s.
Oh, my God, bro. You nitty pick.
I don't.
Yes,
bro,
you do.
Anybody, any NBA level, great NBA level talent, if you shoot a lot of shots, you're going to make a lot of points.
You just named 4 people. Is there anybody else?
Let me think. See, you said all time, so now I got to go back because I want to give people they just do.
You can't go back. You can only. You can only start from when the 3-point line was inputted, because that's what held a lot of guards' efficiency back.
Oh, no, because a lot of guards didn't even shoot from the 3. They shot like 1-3 a game.
But they did though.
1-3 a game. They did though. Efficiency numbers though.
They did though. When a 3-point line was implemented, the game changed.
It did.
It changed. Cats was shooting farther, and there was more misses than it was previous.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of them guys didn't try a lot of 3 points.
I don't care what they tried.
But if you shoot
just tell me the guys. Tell me the guys.
I named 4. And then the other one I would say all time, we're going to go just modern era. I would probably throw no centers, no power forwards. And I'm going to pick somebody that shoots threes. I don't want you to say, well, he don't really shoot threes.
No, he can do whatever he want. I'm just trying to get so you can give me this list. I need these 5 people.
Okay.
So I can say this one thing.
Who I named so far?
Damn, you're supposed to know who these efficient guys is.
I said Jordan, KD. I said Steph. I said Larry Bird. And then the 5th person. Who would be the 5th person? It's hard because it's a clutch on. You got Barkley was pretty efficient. You got Clyde Drexler was pretty efficient. I may have to put. Do I want to go there? I might have to put Kawhi on it. No, LeBron. I'm tripping. Right in my face, LeBron. My bad.
All right. Now, after you got done with that, you just named these efficient players, right?
Yes.
They're all going to be Hall of Famers, bro. Okay? Mm-hmm. So that lets you know the rarity of the efficiency in basketball, right?
And that's, yes. And
so do you see how you're nitty picking?
No, that's how I differentiate the greatness of players. If we got a clutch of great players, how do you pick them out? You have to look at the small things. You have to look at, okay, I see you scored a lot of points. But were you efficient? Were you just shot jacking? If you shooting 25 shots a game, you averaging 33 points. That's not good efficient numbers.
Who does that?
Kobe, AI, they shoot in the 20s, and they have super low efficiency. And I like both of them, but they super. Tracy McGrady, another one. Vince Carter.
Wait. So you're saying these players aren't great?
No, I'm saying they are great. I'm saying what keeps them on their level of greatness, away from the LeBrons, the Larrys, those types, is their low efficient numbers. Yes, they average high averages, but they shoot a ton of shots. If you're shooting 25 shots, but you only give me 30 points, do that even sound efficient?
It sounds like a bucket.
No, it don't. 25, you got to take 25 shots to score 30 points when you're shooting threes and all the points count for 2.
Sound like you had an off night.
No, that's the averages. Ain't no off night. That's the collection of their seasons. That was like that.
Nah, man.
Man, you pick out any one of them dudes I named. That's a collection of their seasons.
Nah, man. I don't think Kobe ever had a 30% efficiency year.
I don't think he got it, but I think AI had like a 39.
I don't think AI ever had a 30%.
One, but they done had some low. They had like 40, 41.
There's nothing wrong with 40 is great.
No, not on field goal. On threes, that's great.
40 is
On
great.
threes,
on a career,
that's great.
40 is
no,
great.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
On threes, that would be great.
40 is great. See, that what makes it okay to bear with is how many points you put up.
AI did. He had 1, 2. He had 2 years of 30-something% field goal.
I bet you he didn't play that whole year.
He had one of the years he played 60 games.
See?
One of them he played 48.
See?
But he mostly stayed right around like 41.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
His career is 42. But that's low for overall field goal. Now, if that was 3,
but you got
to
think about how many points they put up, though. And how many years you play. It's a lot of. It's a lot of
how many shots he averaged taking a night. And this is with
he
all those off the bench years.
He had to.
Even including those seasons.
What do you see? That's what you're forgetting. Like, who did he have that was a scorer? Who did he have? Besides Larry Hughes.
And Larry Hughes, I wouldn't even say he was the best of the scorers that he had.
He was the best scorer. Larry Hughes and Chris Webber 1 year.
No, what's my guy?
Who?
And we were just talking about him. They got the big eyes, the bald head. Jerry Stackhouse.
Jerry Stackhouse?
Jerry Stackhouse.
Bro, come on, man.
His top averages
got him
kill
at the
all
bottom
Larry
of the year,
averages.
bro.
Who, Jerry Stackhouse?
He got him at the bottom of the.
And we heard all the
bottom
all
of the barrel,
tension.
bro.
We heard all that. No, he got Jerry when he was young,
Bro,
Jerry was young in Philly.
but wait. No, he got him they got him on a trade.
Bro, he was in Philly when he was 21 and 22. Yeah, 21 and 22.
Bro.
Because he got traded when he was 23. Jerry was young.
What was it?
19 a game the first year, rookie year, 20 a game the next year.
Oh, he got him as rookie and sophomore year. He got drafted to the Sixers?
Yeah, he got drafted to the Sixers.
He sure did.
Yeah.
And that's why he didn't run him off. He was an asset that they needed to acquire somebody else. I think they picked up Mutombo, didn't they?
Mutombo, I thought, came a couple years later.
It was either Mutombo or Chris Webber.
Came towards
it was
Chris
one
Webber came in the 2000s. Mutombo came, I think, late 90s because he was
Mutombo came in 2001. That's when they went to the finals.
That's what I'm saying. Webber came after him. Mutombo was gone when Webber got there. Webber came like in
Mutombo was with him in the finals.
No, 04.
Mutombo was with him in the finals.
That's what I'm saying. That was right around 2000. And then Webber came after that. Because Webber was still, at that time, Webber was still in Sacramento getting it on.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm saying, he ain't had no scores, bro. He didn't. You could say Stackhouse, but that was his rookie and sophomore year.
Larry Hughes.
He didn't have nobody else.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I have to go through his list. It was another couple dudes that could have.
Who?
Don't make me go through this list.
Bro,
I don't want to talk about it.
I can name the top players he had. I can name all the top players he had. Okay, we already said, you said Stackhouse, Larry Hughes. You had Ricky James. You had not Boozer, that was LeBron. You had, what's his name? Ostertag. He was that white center. He got a couple points. You can't say Mutombo because he didn't score.
Nah,
you can't say Aaron McKee, but he was considered their second scorer. And Eric Snow.
He had Derek Coleman, another scorer.
Oh my God, bro.
Derek
Coleman was great in college, bro. But he was just a strong, and you didn't fuck with him, bro.
When him, AI, and Stackhouse was together, they was averaging 23, 20, and 18. They was getting buckets.
They was
getting buckets.
That was 2 years. We talking about how long was AI in the league?
AI was in the league a long time.
Exactly.
But why?
So certain years when I ain't got nobody, I gotta shoot 30 shots a night for us to get a W.
Yeah, Jim Jackson.
What the fuck?
Hey, Jim Jackson had a nice little run at one point. After he left there, he damn sure played good.
Bruh.
Jim Jackson didn't play good after he left there, man.
Bruh. Come on, man. Who else you want to say?
I'm just saying these are guys he had.
What guys? You haven't named nobody yet.
You keep saying
these guys.
We just named.
Them guys were
Larry
2 years.
Hughes, Jerry Stackhouse.
The only one
Derek
I'm crediting
Coleman,
is Larry
Jim
Hughes.
Jackson.
That's the only one I'm getting credit is Larry Hughes.
Them other ones was better than Larry Hughes.
No, they wasn't.
Yes, they was.
No, they wasn't.
They was better than Larry Hughes. Hometown boy, shout out to Larry Hughes.
Larry Hughes had a solid 10.
No.
Solid 10 years.
Nah, Larry Hughes as an all-star levelish player, he had about 3.
And it was all with the Sixers.
He had about 3. Nah, it was the Wizards.
No!
It was the Wizards. I give you one. He had like 1.5 with the Sixers. He had 1.5 with the Sixers. 1.5.
Oh my God, man.
Jim Jackson ain't no
it's a little point guard they had. Nah, that's LeBron again.
Bro, Jim Jackson in this order was 16, 19, 25, 19, 15, 16, 15, 13, 18,
what?
16.
13,
like,
18. He's not okay.
Look who he was playing with. He's playing with Vince Carter on some of them teams, AI on some of them teams, Dirk on some of them teams.
Bro, you still have capability of getting buckets, bro. You just said Stackhouse had 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
he wasn't the second guy though. He was the third guy on them teams.
The third guy to who?
All them teams.
When
he was on the Sixers, he was the third behind Jerry Stackhouse. Really, you could kind of say fourth behind Derek Coleman.
Check these years when they was with each other, because
he was there in
how you be
97. He was there in 98. Let me go back and see if he was there in 97 because AI came in.
Because you just talking, bro. You better combine these years.
He wasn't there in 90. He wasn't there AI rookie year.
Thank you.
He came in 90 the next year, AI sophomore year. He was behind AI, Jerry Stackhouse, is Derek Coleman still on the team. All 3 of them dudes, they was all touching the ball more than him. How many years he stayed in Philly? So we know he was there AI second year. How many years was he there?
So
he was there.
Wait, how many years was he in the league?
Who, Jim Jackson?
Yeah.
Shit, along this time, 5, 7, 9, 11.
And you go to a team and you let some rookies take the ball out of your hand.
Bro,
you trash. You trash,
well, he
bro.
wasn't no rookie. He wasn't no rookie.
I said he let Stackhouse, when he came in, wasn't he a rookie?
When Stackhouse came in? When I say he came in?
He had to, the time has to correlate to when he was there and Stackhouse came in.
Stackhouse. Well, he came after AI and Stackhouse was already there. He came in. So Stackhouse came in 1 year before Allen Iverson. So it was Stackhouse, then it was Allen Iverson.
So
then it was.
Wait. So that justifies why Stackhouse had them points though, because he was already established there.
He's only there 1 year,
and that justifies why they got rid of him because they realized AI was the man. That AI was the good pick. You talking about AI ran him out of there? Nah, he just got picked up. He was rookie of the year.
I watched a little bit of that.
You watched a little bit of what?
The issues with him and Stackhouse.
There was no issue, bro. How is there an issue when you're already here, right? You was a high pick. Did Stackhouse win rookie of the year?
I don't know. I'm off him.
Did Stackhouse win rookie of the year? Stackhouse didn't win rookie of the year.
I don't think he 95. No, I don't think he won. 95.
No, he didn't. So okay, let me explain this. Okay, real quick. Player A plays for the team. They draft him, high pick. He puts up 20, right? They draft player B the next year. He comes in, crosses Jordan. Player of the month. Player of the month. Rookie player of the month. Rookie player of the month. Rookie player of the month. This player B that they just drafted next year. oh my God, this little dude is amazing. He's the franchise piece now. That's what happens, man. Of course, player A is going to have a problem with player B. He was young and he thought he was the man. He just averaged 20. Why wouldn't he have a problem with this dude that just came in and rookie of the year? That's why it's hard to get 2 high draft picks back to back. It's hard because the next guy coming in thinking he's finna run the show. Like, that's why I think Wiseman's not having a good year. If Wiseman went to a team to where they kind of leaned on him, I think he would stand out more.
All I'm saying is, as a star player and the point guard, it's your job to keep all your teammates involved, not to score all the damn points. And that's why the point guards never win.
No, wait. It's different point guards.
Point guard. No, them dudes are not point guards. That's what I'm saying. People
It's
trying to
different
change the
point guards
definitions of point guard.
Wait a minute.
No, that'd be them combo guards masquerading
Isaiah
as a point
Thomas
guard.
won. He's a scoring point guard.
No. When he was winning, Joe Dumars was the scorer on their team.
No, bruh. No. Dumars helped him out, but the facts show Isaiah Thomas was the leading scorer. And he was the clutch, the X factor in their championship.
He was definitely the X factor. I'm not saying he can't be the
And he
X
was a
factor.
scoring point guard, though. You just said a scoring point guard don't win.
I said the point guard that won. You can be a scoring point guard, but you also got to be a facilitator first. Isaiah Thomas was a facilitator first. For his career, he almost averaged 10 assists. As a facilitator, he's high on every assist list. If it weren't for his injury troubles.
Did you know Eric Snow played point guard?
Yeah.
And AI was shooting guard, right? So
no. Eric Snow, bro.
No, bro. Come on. And Aaron McKee, they switched off on point guard. AI used to come off the ball. Come off the low screen from a tumble or Weber. Come at the 3-point line. He catch it on the wing. He hit his cross.
They would have been at their best getting a real 2 guard that could guard other 2 guards, and AI being an actual point guard.
Bruh, you mean that can guard? AI led the league in steals.
That don't mean you're a great guard. You can pick off passing lanes and stuff like that to get them assists.
That's good
get
defense.
Them steals.
He made all defense.
That's good. That is good defense, but that doesn't make you a good defender. You can play good defense without being a good defender.
All right. I want to ask, what would you take? Would you take a guy who stays in front of his man, but his man still puts up 20 plus? All right? Stays in front of him, man still puts up 20 plus, stays in front of him, plays great D, but you just can't stop him. He's going to put up 20. Or would you rather have a man who puts up 20 plus, but inside of all that, he's causing 5-6 turnovers a game?
Well,
like, would you rather have a Sean Battier
he's not,
or an AI that's picking off shit?
Okay.
Do you want turnovers,
AI,
or do you just want defensive stops?
AI is not 5-6 picking off. He get you about 2. He get you about 2 steals a game.
He had a double. He had a double-double. He had a double-double. He got 10 steals. No, he got a triple-double. He got 10 steals, 10 assists, and double figures, bro. AI had that.
I understand. But still it's going to average out to about 2. He may get that one game and then 3-4 games not get any steals.
Who's had that one game?
What, double-digit steals?
Yes.
But that list
That's
is long.
Legendary.
It is. He on a list of legends. But he's still not a good defender. Nobody would ever argue AI is a good defender. And he's never made an all-defensive team. Not first team, second team, or third team.
He did his MVP year.
No, he did not. I'm looking at all the accolades he's ever had. He got Hall of Fame, 11 All-Stars, 4-time scoring champ, 3-time steal champ, 7 times
steal champ. That's what it was. Okay, it was steal champ
with two steals, 2-point-some steals. He ain't even ever averaged 3 steals.
What? You can't.
Who? Jordan did it more than once. All I'm saying. Scotty was right there too. Matter of fact, I think Scotty got a 3-year. All I'm saying, and he did it with a blocker game to go along with that.
Oh my God, bro!
That's why I be talking about my mans.
No, bro.
That's why I be talking about my man.
Nah, because you don't understand the aspect of a steal.
And then all the knockaways Jordan had too. Because I know you're gonna talk about AI, how he knocks the ball away. Somebody else may get it. Jordan did that too.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. Scotty done got a lot of steals off Jordan. Jordan knocked away. Scotty grab it, leave the break.
That's what I was just gonna say. It was the other way
they
around.
did it for each other. And Ron Harper, they all did it.
Who guarded the best players on the team?
Depending on who the player was.
No. Who guarded the best player on the team?
Depending on it depends on how many good players they had. The very best, you don't give it to Scotty because Jordan got a guard.
In the Last Dance, he said out his fucking mouth.
He guarded Magic.
He said it out his fucking mouth. We always wanted Scotty to guard the best man, and then I sat back and we get our steals. He said it. He said it.
They put him on Magic. One, because Jordan shouldn't have been guarding Magic.
Oh, my God.
Because of that big-ass size difference. Scotty was the perfect person to guard Magic. The only person athletic and tall enough to guard him.
No, he was the best defender on the team.
He was the best defender on the team. And the only person that could physically match up with Magic.
He was the best defender on the team.
He was. But Jordan guarded Drexler.
From 5-1.
Jordan guarded Drexler and he gave buckets. That was the best
person
on the team.
That was the only reason he guarded Drexler is because people was comparing him to him. And he was like, let me shut these niggas up. That's the only thing. That's the only reason.
Most of the guys they went against in the finals and playoffs, they was the forwards that was the best. And you had Magic who was a unicorn. Bro. You had one unicorn that was the point guard. Everybody else, Barkley, forward. Who does they go against?
Wasn't Michael Jordan small forward?
No, he's a shooting guard. Scotty was small forward.
So he didn't play small forward?
With the Wizards?
Okay.
His whole career, it was him as shooting guard, and he had Orlando Woodridge as small forward. And after Orlando left, he had Scotty all them years.
Man, Jordan
has never played
Jordan
small
knew what he
forward
was
since
doing,
the
bro.
Wizards.
Jordan knew what he was doing, man. And Scotty knew what Jordan was doing.
Oh, man. Scotty just wanted his money. That's the only thing he was unhappy about. He just wanted his money.
Scotty was the chaos. Jordan just cleaned it up.
Man, you disrespect my man so much.
Jordan just cleaned. That's not disrespect. That's good anticipation. That's what I say AI got. Great anticipation.
I agree with you. I say he got great anticipation. But Jordan can play defense on the ball. AI couldn't. Then if you got it in that era when he first came in,
what are you talking about?
You can back
bro?
that down all day.
Did you watch?
Yes, man. If you face up AI, that's where. If you facing him up, okay, he has the advantage. Long as you don't face him up, which early in his career they was not facing. Do you know
how many niggas then got picked by AI just because they thought they can dribble past him?
Yeah, I said if you face him up, it's a problem.
So then why could you? How can you say that in the same frame of just before that you said he can't play on ball defense?
I say he's not a good on ball defender. He's not. If you face him up at that time, people that he was guard well.
When you playing on ball, bro, that's when you face up.
Drake. Every time when he play on,
you're just saying the same thing, but saying the difference.
He will get you some steals, but you're not putting AI on the first, the second, or really the third best offensive player on the other team. You're going to put him on the worst
scorer.
Jordan was all.
That's
the
what
greatest.
Jordan did
Jordan
too.
No, he was not. He always guarded the next best player. Scotty guarded the best. If it was a guard that was the next best, that's who he guarded.
And that's who
if
AI
guarded. Man, then it was Dennis.
AI guarded the next best player. AI guarded Kobe.
Snow
AI guarded Kobe. Yes, he did.
Man.
So he didn't guard Kobe?
He guarded him some. He did.
Oh my!
But what happened when he guarded him? What happened when he guarded him?
You didn't watch.
What happened when he guarded him?
Kobe gonna get his numbers, bro.
At that time, you couldn't say that. Kobe wasn't that dude at that time. He was just really starting to be a starter.
Yes, he was that
dude.
dude.
No, he was just starting to be a starter at that time.
No, Kobe.
In 2000?
Kobe was that nigga, bro. People were yelling Kobe when they shot at that time. Yes, they were.
When he faced AI, Kobe was just starting to really come into his own, bro. Man. Kobe was starting to come into his own. When he first got in the league, he rode the bench.
Bro,
then he started to come off the bench.
When Shaq came to L.A.,
Kobe was on the bench for Eddie Jones.
When Shaq came to L.A., Kobe was next man up, bro.
No, Shaq was the man.
Oh, my God.
You know Shaq was the man.
He was the man, but not in the eyes of L.A., though.
In the eyes of the world, Shaq was the man.
But not in the eyes of the team. They proved that by getting rid of Shaq and not giving him what he wanted.
Man, we already know what happened with that.
But that's what I'm saying.
He was an older, overweight player that was starting to get, that was starting to be a little injury prone. That's what happened.
Nah, bro. Shaq gave
he was 5 years older.
Shaq gave you another championship after that with a whole nother team.
Yeah, but he was only that good for 2 years. 05, 06. After that, that was it.
Okay.
You're not gonna trade a dude that's 24, just starting to reach his prime for a almost 30-year-old with back problems.
But what I'm saying is, when they were playing AI, Kobe was the man. He was the man, bro. He didn't just. He was 2-3 years in being the man, bro. He was.
He was the best.
Nah, bro.
He was the best second banana in the league.
I remember 1999, 2000, and 2001 so vividly, bro. So vividly. I watched that whole year. Every game that came on, Kobe was the man, bro, because I hated him. I did.
A lot of people did because he always hit that shot where you be like, oh, you fucking kidding me?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, to say he wasn't the man in that finals, you're crazy. They were the 1-2 combo. And sometimes you get confused on who was the 1 and the 2.
Nobody was confused.
Yes, they were. The team was confused.
Bro, at that point, Shaq was the undisputed most dominant player in the league, bar none.
Bro, that's why Shaq looked at him crazy when he shot that shot. And nobody else looked at him crazy. They be like, man, Fisher was looking like, hey, it was either you or him. They don't know who the 1 and 2 was. They didn't know.
They needed a 3. You ain't gonna give it to Shaq.
I'm just I'm just saying. Yes, and Shaq wanted it.
Yeah, he did want it. You right. He did.
Shaq wanted it, and you're supposed to feed your superstar, right?
Yeah, but it was a 3.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. The 3 wins it. 2 would have tied it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Shaq was like, "Give me the
Derek
ball
went for the win."
No, I'm telling you.
He went for the win.
I'm just telling you. You said Kobe wasn't the man at that time.
He wasn't.
That's not true.
He was
That's
1B,
not true.
bro. He was 1B.
No,
he was a great 1B,
bro. He was.
And on any other team, he's the number 1.
They were not yelling Shaq. Kids weren't yelling that
because Shaq game wasn't pretty or exciting. It was bully ball. Nobody ever tries to emulate bully ball.
You're saying he wasn't the man because of because of what Shaq was. I'm telling you, he was the man in
among
the public eye.
Fans,
yeah, that's what
I'm talking about among the basketball people. Everybody that watched ball knew who the man on the court was. Ain't nobody ever made a case that Kobe was the man during any of them title runs.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
They did. How old were you at that time?
Who, Kobe?
How old were you at that time?
At that time, what was it? 01? We talking about the 01 final?
Yeah.
I was about 10. I was about 10, bro.
Come on, man.
I was about 10. Watching basketball like it wasn't nothing. I knew who the best player in the league was. And it was Shaq.
No, it wasn't.
That's why
you wasn't saying Shaq was the best player.
Yes,
bro.
I was. He wasn't the person I was trying to emulate because I can't emulate overpowering everybody like that.
You wasn't saying Shaq was the best player.
Bro, Shaq was the best player. And I think he won a scoring title. You're saying that
as that's why you're saying that as an old person now.
No,
at that time,
Shaq averaged 33, 15, and almost 5.
You didn't know that at the time.
Yes, I did. I watched the games.
Bro, when you was I'm gonna be real. When I was young, I didn't know stats like that.
Bro, I did.
No, you
I did.
didn't,
That's like
man.
you kids upstairs, man. That's just like all our kids, bro. They watch basketball,
and they don't know stats like that, bro.
Bro, my son do.
They don't know stats like that. They don't know stats like that.
He do, and I definitely. You gotta watch the game. Watch the game. He leading them in scoring every game, scoring and rebounding every game, and blocks.
So
every game.
I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna question Rashawn, and we gonna see if he know the stats.
Please
like that.
do,
because
hey,
kids.
That's a savant.
At that time, bro. At that time, at 10 years old, like even at that time, what I was in 2000, I was 15, 16, 15. I wasn't even only stats I knew is my favorite players. Okay, I never knew Shaq's stats.
You never looked at it?
I never looked at Shaq's stats. I didn't give a fuck about that. I cared about the playing. I didn't care about how many points, how many passes, how many. I didn't give a fuck about. I really didn't. Until high school, when I was making my own stats in the scoring sheets, when my coach was like, try to get like 5-6 assists. That's when I started paying attention to what NBA players was doing and what college players was doing. My mind was not on it. I was playing Nintendos and playing outside, and I was just watching and falling in love with the superstars. I wasn't saying I like him because he puts up 35, 15, and 6. I mean, that's just me. That was just me.
What I used to do was I would watch the game, watch a dude dominate. I'm like, man, this dude was. I got to go look at his numbers. That's what I did. If I see somebody dominate the whole game, I'm like, man, I got to go see what he actually.
So what
did
you used to look at the numbers on? Because at that time it wasn't Yahoo.
You look at Yahoo or after the game they were showing. Man, I was an old ass kid. I read the newspaper.
But
I read the newspaper, bro. You can call my mom. I read the newspaper, bro.
I'm not trying to doubt you, man. I'm just saying you were a special kid. You should have been a stat maker, you should have grew up in doing that. You should have grew up doing that because that wasn't average kids.
You may be right.
That's why Kobe was the man. They wasn't saying, but Shaq scores 32. He gets 10 rebounds a game. No, they fell in love with the guy who was shooting the fadeaways, who was emulating the Jordan.
You can emulate that. You can't emulate being 7'3" and overpowering anybody that get next to you.
I understand that.
That's what fans look at. What can I emulate?
No. That's the cliche about why certain people get shoe deals. Because that's what emulates. But what I'm saying is, bro, that's why he was the man at that time. Because everybody wanted to emulate him. That makes him the man. Shaq is the better performer on the court.
That's what I was talking about. When I say the man, I'm looking at who on the court is the better. I'm not looking at who jersey getting bought them all. Like, that's the shit I didn't look at. I didn't care who jersey was getting bought. I didn't care who was running outside trying to go. I'm looking at the game like this dude is dominating the game. They coming at him with 2 and he's dominating it. No matter what they do, he's dominating grown men.
Well, everybody wasn't looking at it like that. They were saying that in his Orlando days when he was with himself, and then they got Penny.
And they fell in love with Penny because Penny had a more prettier game. Shaq was still more dominant, but Penny had a prettier game.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. And Penny became the man. It when we say the man, you can't we're not talking about domination on the court. I'm not talking about that. When I say the man, I'm saying who was the one who moved.
Most popular player?
Yeah, the popular man that everybody wanted to be.
See, whenever I say man, I look at who was the best player, but you saying popular player.
Because that's what moves the needle. You could be
Being popular don't win you championships though.
But that's not what everybody plays for, though.
That is what everybody plays. There's no superstar that's ever played that said, I'm not trying to win a championship every single year.
It's a lot of
them. And they don't win nothing.
It's a lot of them. Those be the ones who, they don't win. They say,
just like
that
Trevor
wasn't
Lawrence. Matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up. That's a good segue. How you feel about what he said?
I have no problem with it.
So you think he's still going to go number 1 overall?
Hell yeah. He's a better player.
Well, I ain't going to say you don't know.
He's a better player. He's a better player. So yeah, he's still going number 1. That doesn't, bro. I wouldn't even. That is such a cliche. Oh, football is my life. Basketball is my life. That's all I care about.
When you playing a team sport, if winning isn't everybody's number 1 goal, people gonna. And you supposed to be the leader. People gonna look at you sideways. That's not what he said.
He said football is not my life.
He said it's not my end all be all. But
that doesn't mean I don't want to win.
From every vet that's talked about it,
he only lost 6 games in his whole life. You can't tell me that man don't want to win.
Well, that don't mean nothing because he's look at the programs he's been with. He's always had the greatest pool of talent everywhere he's been. He had all top recruits when he was in high school. He went to Clemson, the number 1 class.
All right, so do you think they just picked him up because of who he was?
No, he was still a really good player.
Thank you,
but
man.
He's always had.
There's
everything.
A reason why he.
But that's what I'm saying. In football, the factors around you matter. It's a lot of dudes that never became nothing because they had bad factors. When you have a great offensive line, great receivers, a great running back.
So he had great offensive line his whole high school career.
Yes,
great running back.
All them dudes
in high school.
Yes,
you seen his high school?
Yeah, his recruiting class from high school. You know, okay.
His recruiting class?
No, not the recruiting class.
I'm talking about his team.
That's what I'm saying. His team. Do you know what program he's from?
I don't know what
that program is. A powerhouse to this day. Is a powerhouse top recruitment.
Of course it would be to this day if they just had Trevor Lawrence.
No, I'm saying
who else came from his program?
His high school program?
Yeah.
Let me go through their lineage for you real quick.
That's what what I'm saying. Like, man, they don't just give people stuff, man. So I don't buy into that shit.
No, I'm not saying that. You got to have talent, but I'm saying when you have other great talent around you, it makes everything easier. Everywhere he's gone, he's had the greatest amount of talent around him. Before you even pick up a football, you look at the players and say, damn, you got all these 5-star recruits. You got all these returning veterans. They won last year. They won again.
So you're saying he didn't perform in the games?
No, he had a lot of good games. He had a lot of good games. He prototypical size, good arm strength. What I'm saying is now in the NFL, he's not finna have the greatest pool of talent. And what drives dudes when you go to bad situations, which is what you do when you're the top pick, you go to a bad situation. It's that drive to always want to win that produces great. There's been no great player that has come to his defense for what he said. Not one great player that's ever won anything has said that.
So you don't think
that what he said was okay.
You don't think the other rookies that come in want to win?
No, I'm not saying he want to win. I'm saying what is the level of importance? Anybody that plays anything competitive wants to win. How bad do you want to win? What lengths are you going to go to?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, statements like that is the type of dude where if I see two dudes coming, I might pull up because if I jump into that, I might get fucked up. I got to worry about me. But if shit is on the line, bro, we trying to win. Because guess what? When you throw that pass and you want me to stretch out across the middle, guess who got to put theyself aside to stretch across and then I got to put my body on the line to stretch across and put myself in there for the team and for the win.
But see, you're taking what he said too far.
He said it. His dad said it. His high school coach said it.
No, that's not what they said. They said
they all said that if he walked away from the game right now, he'd be content with everything he's done.
There's nothing wrong with that. So just because I walk away from the game, I gotta feel like I missed out on something?
No.
I gotta feel like my life is over because I walk away?
No, if your aspiration is to be in the NFL and for whatever reason you are forced to walk away, you're not going to be continuing like, man,
that's what I'm saying. You're taking sound bites. Did you listen to the whole thing?
What?
The question that was asked that made him say that. What
started out and made him say that, it was his dad said something. He said something. His dad said something.
His dad didn't just come out and say something. It was an interview done. The interview with the high school coach and the dad. They said, how important is football to Trevor Lawrence? Well, it's not that important because it doesn't run his life. He's not going to let him control him because football isn't everything. It's more important things to life. They took the soundbite.
We understand all that, but
that's what he's saying.
Certain comments, like I said, when you asking other guys to put their bodies on the line.
So you wanted to hear him to say the cliche. You're not really what was on his mind.
I want him to believe the cliche, but again, that's gonna sit different. When I'm
fake as hell.
When I'm the dude that you want to lay out when you throw one of your little fucked up passes, and I'm finna run into a DB, that's gonna make me like, will he do this if this was him? That's what's gonna make me think about, will he do this? Because all quarterbacks do it. They all throw into traffic. Throw dudes in to get messed up.
This is the point. Okay, so when you line up in a game, you don't just come from college to a game. They go through wars in practice, the workout room, the film room. It's so many other interactions with each other than just game time. Now, if a player feels like that, that means he's not being a leader. Besides that, Trevor Lawrence is a leader, bro. He's a leader, bro. He just retracted what he said, and now they're critiquing him about that because he didn't stand on what he said.
He retracted because he knew how bad it was. Like,
he didn't retract. He didn't. I'm sorry, I shouldn't even say retract because he didn't retract. He clarified what he meant, and he stood on what he said, and he explained it further. What he said wasn't wrong. That's what the fuck he feels. So if they don't want to pick him, they ain't gotta pick him. I would never down a man for saying the fuck what he feel.
Oh, I ain't gonna down him, but that's just gonna make me feel different. Like I said, when he's saying certain shit, and
it's not gonna make the team feel different, bro. When practice come, if his body shows that he don't give a fuck, I bet you he be at OTAs. I bet you he be at all that shit. I guarantee he do. And he gonna be present in the locker room. They're not gonna feel that way. I'm telling you, they not gonna feel that way, bro. Somebody gonna joke. Remember, you don't care, remember? Somebody gonna say that. They gonna joke around about it. But half of them understand what the fuck he talking about. Because half of them feel the same way. They just scared to say it. They don't want to say. They all said the cliche. I love football. I've been wanting to play it my whole life, and it's my life, and I can't wait to dedicate my life to an NFL team. But when they get there and get the contract, man, it's some bullshit, man. We get treated like this and all that. It'd be a whole different tune when you sign that contract. He just keeping it real because he know he in a position where he going first. He getting picked.
I'm wired different, bro.
He getting picked.
If I'm doing,
I ain't gonna lie to nobody, bro.
If I'm doing anything competitive, winning is my ultimate goal. Like, nigga, save all that. Like that dumbass shit Russell Westbrook said, I'm a winner regardless if I win a championship. Nigga, no, you not. Yeah, we ain't talking about a winner. Like, we talking about a winner in the NBA.
No, he's
trying to change the subject. They wasn't even talking about that. I heard that.
Bro.
They wasn't even talking about that. He talking about, well, I'm a winner in life.
That's how you feel. That's what motivates him.
That's not what they were talking about.
But that's how you feel.
That's not what they were talking about.
But he telling you
a truth about something nobody asked you about.
If they asked,
they didn't ask him. That's what I said. It's not what they asked him about.
What they asked him?
They was asking him about the NBA and how he feel. How you would feel if he didn't win a championship.
Exactly. And he said, this is how I would feel. I wouldn't care because I'm a winner in life. I made it here. What is wrong with that?
We understand all that. That goes without saying.
What do you want a man to say? What do you want a man to say if the proof is there? I don't have a ring now.
Say the truth.
I don't have a ring now.
That shit like any other ultra competitive person. That shit eats you up. When you're a great player and an all-time great player, it eats you up when you don't win.
Charles Barkley
It's
never
about
said
winning,
that.
not the stats.
Charles
Barkley has always said it bothers him he never won.
Charles Barkley ain't never been a downer on not winning a ring. He's always on the high hopes. I'm a Hall of Famer though. And then Shaq will bust his bubble. Let me see your ring.
And he'll always.
No, he don't.
Charles Barkley has always said
he don't.
regrets not winning a ring. Now, he ain't gonna make him sad every day, no. He said that's his number one regret, not winning a ring.
Nah, man.
And not speaking up more when they was getting ready to trade Moses Malone.
Nah, man.
Not winning a ring, man. Like, when you doing anything competitive,
I'm telling you, like,
that's the goal.
A lot of the non-pros see stuff differently. Like Larry Hughes, we talked about him earlier. Do you think that man is sour that he didn't win a ring?
Yes. Because I know he wanted to.
No, bro.
He played in the NBA how many years?
10 years.
And every year he wanted to win a ring and never did.
No, he wanted to win a ring. Yes, he competed to win a ring. But it didn't make his life miserable because he didn't. What satisfied him, made him a winner in his eyes, was he made it to the NBA 10 years and got a pension.
I'm not saying it's going to sour your whole life. What I'm saying is it's going to make any ultra-competitive person unhappy if they spend their life doing something and never get to the ultimate goal.
You, bro, you can't put your feelings on other people.
I don't know any ultra-competitive person that's fine with losing.
Westbrook just told you. And now, you see, you don't believe him because...
No, I believe him. What I said was that...
So now Westbrook's not competitive?
No.
He's the most competitive person that ever stepped on the floor.
He's competitive, but I think he's competitive about something... You know what? I'm not even going to say it. I am going to say it. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. I believe Westbrook, his statistics are more important than winning a ring.
No, bro.
Yeah. I believe he put more stock in his triple doubles. He wouldn't get pissed off losing the finals and losing the semifinals and all that. He get pissed off because he talk a lot of shit, and then when you lose after talking so much shit, how do you feel? Just like when Dame put him out.
That's a nitty pick right there. You just nitty picked on why he get. Right. You good at that shit, man. He just
ain't nobody gonna keep it real. When you talking about a sport and you're playing a sport, because the point of the sport is to win.
That's what you feel.
That's the point. That's
how you feel.
Okay, well I'm in a company of a lot of great players that played the sport and revolutionized the sport that all agree with it. I don't know.
Yeah, the ones that won.
No, even a lot of Charles Barkley is
the ones that won. Every player that didn't win, I tell you, I made it to the NBA though. That's what they gonna hit you with.
Yeah, to a regular person that may say something about it. Then it's gonna be like, I went further than you. They ain't gonna pull that shit on no other person that has won.
That's what I'm saying. A person that's won a ring, they gonna say, No, I didn't get it.
If
But
they,
hey, I made it to the
a room
league.
full of players, and these players got rings, and these players don't, and they say, I mean, it's cool. I made it to the NBA, though. I made a lot of money. They're going to be like, all right, bro. That's why you on that side of the room. That's what they going to say.
No,
that's why
not.
you on that side of the room.
No, they not.
The ultimate goal in sports
Bruh,
is to win.
Half of the guys in the league are a product of a bad environment. Bro, they're getting paid to play a game. They're happy. Them guys are smiling and happy. The accolades are pluses.
People, that's what I'm saying. People want them to just be happy because they get paid to play a game.
No, because you got a job.
Anybody that's a professional and that loves what they do and that's been trained their whole life to do it, they want to succeed in what they do. Just because you get them a paycheck, that's not what drove them to get there, and that's not what's going to drive them to want to be great. They want to be great because it's in them to want to be great.
That's the difference of different players. It's some players that have that attitude. And it's some players that go their life without that attitude that end up winning.
No.
Yes,
what player has won and saying winning a championship wasn't the most important thing when they was playing?
Nobody's going to say that after they win. But
The only players that say that haven't won are players that ain't won and don't look like they ever going to win unless they go ride the bench of a loaded team.
I'm telling you, bro.
You're going to get that from the Westbrooks, the Carmelo Anthonys, all the dudes where it look like, I don't see you winning as a great player. You're probably going to have to be a 6-man or coming off somebody's bench if you want to win. Right. Those are the players going to tell you that. No great player in their prime going to say, I'm satisfied just being here.
No, because once you reach accolades as in All-Stars, Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Defensive All-Team, NBA All-Team, when you win them, it's nice to have a chip to go along with it. It's nice to have a ring to go along with it because you see what it feel like and you've been there. But you're trying to, I don't know if you're trying to say their life is miserable because they didn't win.
I'm not saying their life is miserable. What I'm saying is if you're doing something, whatever it is, it don't even have to be sports. Whatever you're doing in life, if that's something that you love, that's something that you've been putting all your time and energy towards for as long as you can remember, and you don't get to the ultimate goal of your craft, it should upset you some. It don't have to ruin your life, but it should upset you. That should upset you. If I've been training forever, I don't care what a carpenter.
See, you're lightening it up now, because you're basically saying what I was saying. It shouldn't upset you. It's not the end of all to be.
It should upset you. I'm not saying it's gonna ruin you. It's a difference between being upset about something and it ruining your life. I'm not saying you should walk around every day upset.
That's what I'm saying. So what kind of answer did you want Westbrook to give? I'm pissed off I ain't won. That would have satisfied you?
As a competitor, it would have been better, yes.
Yeah.
If he'd have said, man, I'm pissed off I ain't win.
Come on, man.
Just be real. I'm pissed off I ain't win. He gave the cop-out, my life is going better than yours, so I don't have to give you the real answer.
That's not what he said. He said how he
when
felt.
motherfuckers say that shit,
he said how he feel.
I'm here. A lot of people ain't.
When after the transition,
that's the consolation prize.
After the transition from Houston, and then you go to the Wizards, you already know, like, championship hopes are probably not in my future.
Because the rest of the NBA was like, we're not finna trade them near what they think he's worth because he's not worth that as part of a championship puzzle. He got a bad contract.
You got a bad contract. It's like having a baggage behind you. They want you as a player. They just don't want the baggage.
It's only bad because he's not going to be able to live up to it. That's why it's bad. If you get that
my God. He's playing amazing this year, bro.
No, he's to be on a bad team. The same thing you gave me for Kevin Love when I was like, Kevin Love, this and you like, man, he was on a bad team. He going to put up numbers. Same thing Westbrook doing. Same thing Bradley Beal does. They on trash teams. They always got the ball. You going to put up numbers. I'm going to use that same argument you gave me when I was talking about Kevin Love. He was on a trash team.
So why don't Zach LaVine put up big numbers?
He do. Zach LaVine averaging 28. Hold on.
He don't put up numbers like Bradley Beal and them.
Zach LaVine, he put up his numbers are better than me than Bradley Beal's.
So why don't Karl Anthony Towns put up big numbers like Bradley Beal? Why don't
Karl Anthony Towns got to stay on the court? But before that, he was.
So who's the top player on the Kings? De'Aaron Fox. How come he don't? No, Bradley Beal is putting up amazing numbers. 40, 50, 50. No,
So
that
is
shit
Zach
ain't just
LaVine.
because you on a bad
So
team.
is that, no, you gotta have talent. But I'm saying when you put up crazy numbers, it has to start with talent. No non-great talented person gonna be able to do that. We're not talking about that. We talking about great talent.
You said anybody.
I'm talking about great talent. You put a great talent on a bad team, they gonna put up big numbers.
Oh man.
Bradley Beal's averaging 31, 4 and 4.
Yes, LaVine ain't doing that.
Really, really good numbers.
LaVine ain't doing that. Keep scrolling. He down there.
Who?
LaVine ain't doing that.
No, Zach LaVine is averaging, I think,
22, 24.
Nah, hell no. 27 and a half, 5 and 5. And he's a better defender.
He's nowhere close to Bradley Beal.
And he's a better defender. And his field goal percentage is higher. And his 3-point percentage is higher.
Nowhere close to Bradley Beal.
Stop it. Bradley Beal numbers are inflated because he's on a bad team. And just like with a lot of other players, what else is around
So Zach LaVine numbers ain't inflated?
No, Zach LaVine got scores on his team.
Y'all, the Bulls is his team.
Oh my God. Zach LaVine has scores on his team.
Oh my God, a homer, bro. You was a homer.
Bro, who else is
Anybody
scoring?
you like, you got a reason.
Who else is scoring on Washington? Westbrook next. Who else is scoring?
Who else is scoring on the Bulls?
Vucevic, who's averaging, I think, 5, 6?
Who else?
Something like that. Right in there.
Who else?
Laurie Markkinen when he got the ball. He's gonna score. I think he's down right now. He's down. I'm not, bro. I can name everybody on the Bulls that's gonna get you a bucket.
Oh man, it's other.
Name them.
The Wizards. I don't like the Wizards, so I'm not gonna. I don't have the names, bro.
I know who's on the team.
Yamiyachi, the little rookie, dude.
He ain't no rookie, but the little Asian American dude.
Yeah, he's a sophomore this year. He was a rookie last year.
I think he averaging probably about 10 points. But I'm gonna check myself.
Buckets, though.
I'm gonna check myself.
He get buckets, and then
If
they got
he
the foreign
averaging
dude,
10.
the tall dude, the center.
The V,
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
They got a big contract.
They
They got multiple people. Oh, what now? I just named some people.
Them just names.
No,
they
get
not
points.
doing nothing.
Yes, they do. Bro, how are they not doing nothing? If Bradley Beal, even if he scores 58 and their score is 120, somebody else scored.
True.
So what do you mean? Like, you're trying to make LaVine seem all high and mighty, bro.
I know. Both of their teams are bad.
Oh, my God.
Both of their teams are bad, but people just be on Bradley Beal as if he's
no.
making this big, huge difference.
He
I didn't
is.
say. To what? He like number 12. His team is number 12, and you got another all-NBA player right next to you. I don't know no 2 all-NBA players that's going to be 12 in the standings in the East. They below the Knicks, bro.
Hey, Knicks playing good. They playing team ball.
They below the Knicks still. And the Knicks, I think, the 8th seed.
I'm saying, Knicks are playing good. They playing team ball. They playing good. They are. Julius Randle.
They are playing good. And
then they got Derrick Rose.
That
shot them up.
Well, Derrick Rose just got there. They was playing good before Derrick Rose. But yes, I knew Derrick Rose was going to do good in that system because that's the system he won MVP in. He does good whenever he gets with Tom Thibodeau. He did good in Minnesota when he got with Tom Thibodeau.
I'm just saying.
Tom Thibodeau is a good coach. Like I was trying to tell you.
He's not.
Yes, everywhere he go, they win, bro. He turned the team around everywhere he goes.
No, he's not.
Okay. Everywhere he goes, he turns the team around, but he's not a good coach. The team be horrible prior to him, but he's not a good coach.
Nah, baby. All right, let's get into this real quick.
Go ahead. Lord, Bradley Beal so overrated.
You said Bradley Beal's overrated?
Yes.
Bro, you be hating on St. Louis versus everybody, y'all. I'm sorry about this guy.
Bro, because he's from St. Louis, that ain't gonna change my opinion. He don't look.
It's not changing
he
my
doesn't
opinion
look.
either.
He doesn't look
He gives it
interested.
to
He
me.
doesn't look interested on D, and he don't score enough points for them to win. And he's not a good facilitator.
No, 50 ain't enough.
If all you gonna do is score, it better be enough to win. It ain't no 50.
50 ain't enough.
He scored 31. And
Oh,
there's other dudes that scoring that whose teams are winning. But it's been like this when they had a really good roster, when they had Wall in them. Some dudes are just dudes that put up good numbers. They're not going to be the centerpieces of championship teams. They're not going to be the centerpiece of teams that go deep in the playoffs. He's one of them dudes. There's dudes like that every generation.
Bro, you crazy, man.
There's dudes like that every generation. I actually want him to get out of Houston because that's the excuse everybody use. Where's Washington? Oh, he in Washington. Okay. Let's see him go somewhere else. Let's see what happens.
You crazy, man. That boy hating on Bill. You finna hate on Tatum, too?
I'm not hating on him.
You finna hate on Tatum, too? What else? What you got to say about Tatum? What he do wrong?
Tatum's a good player. He's a little overrated, too, but he's a good player. If somebody's overrated don't mean I don't think they're a good player. They just a little overrated. Bradley Beal is an all-star player.
Who's properly rated to you?
LeBron, Kawhi, KD.
How is he?
Kyrie.
Wait a minute. I'm confused on that one. You just said LeBron, right? You said LeBron is properly rated to you?
Yeah.
So he's the best in the league?
He's one of the best, yeah. Yeah, he is. He's properly rated as a top 5 player in the league. He's definitely that.
He's number 1.
Okay, to you, it's some people that don't feel like
no,
he's number one.
wait. That's the ranking.
It's some people that
he's
feel
number
like
1.
And what?
He's the number 1 basketball player in the world.
That's what I'm saying. And what though? What
list
are we going
let's
off
just
of?
Number 1 the basketball player in the world.
That's what I'm saying. How are you determining this list?
Everything, the whole work, body of work, from everything.
Body of work. Well, you can't do. I don't like body of work. I like what you're doing here and now, this season. Is he the number 1 player in the league this season?
From body of work leading up to now, he's the number 1 player in the world. You can't just be the number 1 player in the world off of one season.
No, you can't.
You could be the MVP of the season, but you can't be the number 1 player. The number 1 player can have a bad year and not win MVP, and he still acknowledge that he's the best player
and not win MVP.
But I'm just saying, and you would still acknowledge, yeah, you won, but that guy is the best player.
LeBron, if you want to go body work, LeBron is number 1.
Oh wow.
LeBron is number 1 in the NBA right now.
Y'all just let's copy that one, and I'm gonna save that, and I'm gonna play that back. That's gonna be a soundbite.
LeBron has had.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. But you have never said that.
We don't ever have discussions about today's game. It's always all time. That where our argument come in. That be all time because you be like he's number 1 all time, and I be like bullshit. He's number 1 all time. That's where the argument come in at.
Nobody's number 1 all time. Jordan's the greatest of that era.
He's the greatest in the modern era.
No, he's not. In that era. Because as soon as we start talking about this era, this era's soft. This era ain't like that era. So you can't compare the two. You can't. Let's stop doing it. Stop doing it. He's the greatest in that era. Because when he came over to this era, he wasn't good.
40 years old.
It don't matter.
What you expect?
It don't matter. He wasn't good when they couldn't touch him.
Well, no, they could still touch him when he played. They didn't take out hand check until LeBron got drafted. 03. That's when hand checking was out. You can still hand check when he played. When did Jordan leave? When did Jordan leave?
02.
You can hand check from 02 all the way back to since the game started. You can hand check. It changed the year LeBron came in. Hand checking was eliminated. It was
crazy, bro.
That's the year. I mean, I'm not saying it's because of him, but that just happened to be the year.
You could not hand check because they wouldn't let people do it to AI.
You could hand check. Hey, I was too damn fast to hand check.
You couldn't. They didn't let people do it. They didn't. Certain players got the benefit of the doubt on the calls, man.
AI didn't allow you to hand check. Hey, you can't. How you going? First of all, who's keeping up with AI to hand check them?
They didn't allow people to hand check them, bro.
You couldn't hand check them.
That's why AI stayed at the free throw line.
They did start calling more. They did. Hand check them when eliminated.
Bro, I'm telling you, I watched this game, bro.
Hand check them when eliminated.
At that point, NBA was my life. Like, literally.
Well, when AI came in?
Yes.
He came in the 90s.
It was my life.
You know what I'm saying? But he came in the 90s.
It was my
hand
life.
Hand checking was still prevalent in the 90s.
It wasn't. That's what I'm saying.
Now, if you want to talk
No.
His
I'm going to talk about,
year.
no. I'm talking about when he came in. Because I'm so tired of this old man facade.
It's not an old man.
Yes, it is an old man facade, and you've because you wasn't even flossing in that time, so you've bought into it, bro. At that time, they got soft ass fouls, bro. Yes, it was the time of the 90s, man. Jordan stayed on the free throw line. Okay, Bad Boy Piston era, yeah, okay, they used to fuck him up, but he got his fouls.
Yeah.
He got his fouls though.
Miami,
it was
Knicks,
just aggressive. They didn't. The penalties weren't as assertive as they are now. There wasn't flagrants and stuff. All that it wasn't assertive.
And that's why guys.
But they got they fouls.
Bro, you got dudes getting thrown out of games for just talking.
But that's what
I'm saying. That's why people call it soft.
But what I'm
it's sensitive.
My point is they got the reward for the mishap happening. They didn't get knocked down, and then the ref said, "Stop bitching! It ain't your ball. Take it out. It's the other team." That didn't happen. They got their calls, and sometimes Jordan got calls that were crazy as fuck. So I hate when guys say it was softer. It's softer now. It's softer then, bro.
It depends on who you was.
That's what I'm saying. People got calls, bro. And that matters now. It's rookies now that get fucked up, and they don't get their calls. Trae Young, whole first year, used to look at the refs like.
Well, Trae Young thought anytime somebody got next to him,
not even just Trae Young. All rookies do it. Zion did it. They all complain about stuff because they didn't get benefit of doubt calls. The superstars do. The vets do. They get them calls, bro. That softness, I don't buy into that. I believe the penalties are more assertive, and they're quicker to assert the rule book.
AI was an anomaly. He got a lot of calls. He was little. Jordan didn't get them type of calls. AI got. AI shot way more free throws.
AI knew how to draw contact when he was going up. He did. He was a little man that fought in the
back then. The NBA was very biased between little men and big men. Little men got a lot of calls. Big men did not.
That's
get
not
calls.
true. Because
Shaq should have been on the line at least 25 times a game.
That's not true. Because what's the name? The littlest dude at that time. Earl Boykins. He didn't get calls.
Earl Boykins was a superstar. It matters. Bro, if you're a small superstar and a big superstar, it matters.
Now you're saying that. Okay,
I thought we was talking superstars.
You said small player. When you were a small player, you get the benefit of doubt.
I thought we was talking superstars. I know 9 superstars. They let all type of shit happen to them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just because you're small, you're not getting a call. If you're a superstar, you're getting calls, bro.
Yeah, if you're a small superstar versus a big superstar.
Shaq went to the free throw. He just.
Bro,
his numbers don't show that.
Shaq did not get the call that he was supposed to be getting. Bro.
They had a whole.
Whether he missed him or not, his attempts weren't even high enough.
They had a whole play for Shaq.
His attempts weren't even high enough.
They had a whole play to get Shaq at the free throw line. It was called Hack-a-Shaq.
Yes.
Shaq got his just due at the free throw line, man.
No.
Yes, he did.
Shaq did not get enough calls, man.
Yes, he got plenty of calls.
AI and Shaq, they calls was like about the same. How? When you know they trying to foul Shaq. How is it the same? One dude is not a plan to foul you. The other dude, we have a plan to foul you, but y'all calls wind up even.
They used to fuck AI up.
Man, AI did a lot of fouling too. He was only 160 pounds, dog.
If I'm up in the and you bump me,
You're
and
gonna
I ain't got my. He's flying in the air because he's 40 inches high off the ground.
And
AI vertical is 45 plus.
160. And he's 160 going.
And he's in the air.
200 something pounds. Yeah, from a bigger dude, he's gonna fly
it's
somewhere.
A foul.
He's gonna fly. That's what I'm saying. But them same bumps that make AI fly, other dudes would get them bumps and not get the call because they didn't fly. They did. It didn't look as impactful. 160 going against 240.
Okay.
230.
Once again, you're blaming the element of.
It's supposed to be a foul either way. It shouldn't matter if
That's
you 160 and you get knocked all the way across the floor. That shouldn't matter. But it does matter.
It's not. Is that AI's fault that he's born that way?
I'm not saying it's AI's fault, but I'm saying the league. We was talking about the league and what the league was doing.
That's what I'm saying. It's not his fault that he gets the benefit of the doubt of the call because he's
we was
smart.
talking about the way the game was getting called. I said the game was not getting called right because AI was small.
How's that not getting called right?
Because if he's small and he's getting bumped, it's no difference because AI is small and get bumped versus a bigger dude getting bumped. Just because AI his momentum flies another way.
If a big dude,
a bump is a bump.
If a big dude jumps in the air
with another big dude
and gets bumped
by a big dude,
he's gonna get a foul.
No, not all the time.
Yeah,
it was bumps. It was bumps that
bumped,
AI had that other dudes would bump, and they would just be like, "That's just physical basketball." That's what they would call it because both of them it'll look like it's almost a stalemate in the air, and they wouldn't call it. They'd be like, "It's just physical basketball." But if you put him and them, they're gonna call that because it looks like something major happened.
If you watched what you say you did, if you watched the game back then, you would have seen AI got fouled 50 more times than actually what he got called for. They used to fuck.
If you want to call it by the letter of the law, he got fouled a lot.
They had refs literally saying we was protesting AI. They wasn't giving AI calls. He fought for all them shits. So, like, this benefit of the doubt shit, they didn't like AI.
They fought for it, but he still got one of the even with them fighting, protesting him, he still got a ton of calls. So if he didn't get protested,
they was really fouling him.
And I get, but that brings me to the next point. You look at this era. The way AI was getting fouled and they weren't getting called, if you put that in today's game, AI would shoot 30 free throws a game. Look at what James Harden, Joel Embiid, and all them cats be getting free throw wise. He would average about 35 free throws a game. Well, what they call now, he would get about 35 a game. Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
What's wrong with that?
That's why they call the game softer. That is why. Because you can't do anything to anybody. You have to basically play hands off all the way at every level. You have to be hands off, no bumping. The offensive player can come into you. He can, quote unquote, initiate contact, and you basically just got to brace for it. That's all you can do as a defender. Is just brace for the contact. Hope he misses.
Yeah,
that's weak. You're not giving the defenders a chance to play D. But then you want to compare these dudes and say, oh, he's such a great player versus all these other dudes that had to deal with the contact.
If that's the case, how do people get defensive player of the years?
Because they the best at dealing with the brace for you. It's just like anything. If you
saying.
tailor the rules, no matter how you want to flip them and do them, there's going to be somebody that's better at it than other people.
Did you see how Ben Simmons was guarding Paul George?
The last game?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was hand checking him. He was riding him. Everything. They weren't calling shit. So how is it a soft game? Like,
but overall, like, you could pick out moments. You could pick out moments.
You can pick out moments for anything, Reggie.
Overall,
you can pick out moments where white cops are actually nice to black guys.
And that's a moment. That ain't
saying.
That ain't what's going on, but that's a moment.
That's what I'm saying.
You picked out a moment where he was trying to hand check him, yes.
No. There's hella moments where great defenses play.
And they call it a little differently once you get inside the 3-2. They do that. When you get inside 3, they let you get a little bit more physical. Not that it's right, but they allow it. It's the human element.
Man, I don't think the NBA is as soft as people want to say it, man. It's just,
I'm not gonna say
that's a generation
sometimes
thing, bro.
Sometimes they make it seem like nobody's even trying to play D. I'm not gonna say that at all.
That's what you're saying.
It's definitely when they do say that. Now that's an over exaggeration, but it's definitely not as fit. Like, The game is not just like with football though. I'm not even gonna just shit on the NBA. Football, same way. Defender and the defenders talk about it. We can't do shit. You literally can't do shit. We gotta wait for the dude to catch the ball, turn around, take a step. You can't do anything. These games are getting soft and tailored towards the offense because that's what sells tickets.
Injuries,
that's what drives these fan duels.
Injuries have been up. CTE, and that shit's serious.
They're physical games, though. But you can't take the physicality out of physical games.
If the players agree to do it, you only
are they agreeing, or did the league just change the rules?
Everything.
I don't remember no vote. I remember them saying this is what we doing.
Everything has to be agreed upon when you dealing with a union. You can't just change shit. There's a players' union that has to agree to the change being made.
League rules. That's them. League rules, fines, and suspensions. They don't have to agree. That's in the hands of the commissioner.
Not when you dealing with the welfare of the client, and the welfare of the client is first, and their welfare is their safety. Anything has to do with safety wise has to go through the union first. If they're saying they need to change the helmets, the union has to have a word on it and sign off on it. It's not just going to happen. Like they're not just going around saying, oh, no, we're changing this, we're changing that. No, everything's talked about because if you just, if the NFL just went around changing everything and didn't bring it upon the union, they would have players trying to sit out. They have players complaining for real. But if when the union agrees, that means you have players that disagree with it, but the majority of them agree with the change. So when you talking about football, like, bro, that game has the players, first of all, have gotten faster, has gotten stronger, and has gotten way more physical. I think it's only right that you have to calm it down a little bit. When you got dude from the who used to play for Kansas City Chiefs or the Washington football team, the cornerback. No, did he play for?
You about to just kill them 5 people?
Yeah, not them 5 people. He killed his family.
I know who they are,
but I mean, put some respect on their name. He killed his wife and kids, man. That's not normal. That head shit is serious. So they gotta find a way to. I understand as a fan and as a supporter of football. Oh, it's soft. I want to see some. I want to see head. I want to see more.
It's not just that. It's just like I said. It goes into like what we say. It's the nature of the game.
No, everything. See, you sound like a old man, bro.
Okay, so let me get
the nature. What's the nature of life? So at first, the nature of life was that you had to eat all meat proteins to make sure your body was healthy. Now, what's the nature of that? You don't need as much protein as you think.
Okay. So explain to me this now. Before they was making real money, they said, we need to make more money. We need to make more money because the game is dangerous. And we putting and
no, that's not why they said they need to make more money. No, it's not.
They said we put our bodies on the line. No. Every game.
See, that's why I know you're wrong because they had a press conference about that. That wasn't the reason why they wanted more money. The reason why they wanted more money is because of the production deal that the NFL.
No, I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about before they made real money.
No.
I'm talking about before they made real money.
That was the reason. Because NFL got the production deal with ABC and all them, and they found out how big that contract was, and they like, y'all not paying us. They said, we're risking our lives, and y'all getting the bank. Right. Off the TV. It wasn't necessarily because of the game. Because they had no problem. These players had no problem with playing a physical game.
I know.
The problem came when the people up top was eating crab ragout and all that shit, watching these dudes break their neck.
I agree with all of that.
But you just played it more on physicality than these guys.
No, I said you making all this money. I'm risking my life. I need to be paid more. I'm with all that. But now we at the point they still saying I want to be paid more, and they saying I want less risk
because they're getting,
as well
because they have yet to. So the NFL wants to be like the NBA.
I don't think that.
As far as money,
they're not trying to be a woke league. They make way more money. They make at least 15 times more money than the NBA.
I'm talking about as far as the revenue share.
Oh yeah, the players want it to be like the NBA. Yes,
that's what we're talking about. The players
NFL is not the players though; it's the owners.
What? Wait, Reggie. Come on, man. We was just talking about the players' union, right? Correct? Were we? We were just talking about the players' union, saying that it was a physical game, and that's why they wanted more money, right?
Yeah, that's why they wanted more money.
Okay, so we're talking about the players, not the NFL, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Where did I get lost to where we was talking about the NFL organization?
I was talking about the NFL organization. I'm looking at it like I said, you started out, the argument was, y'all making more money, I'm risking my life, I want to be paid more. I can get with that. But now you saying you're making money, I want to be paid more, and I want less risk. I want to make, and like I said, it makes sense to them. But I'm saying if I'm an owner, it's like, why? What are you giving me more that you feel like I need to pay you? You don't want to be touched.
How they not giving them more? Like the team, the league is blowing up.
That's why they made them do these 17 games.
The league is blowing up. No, because the union signed off on the 17 games. Because majority of the players wanted it because it was a chance to make more money. And it was a mutual thing. Owners going to make more money. Players going to make more money.
But it's really not even a 17 game for real because they taking away. It's just going to make them play hard. They still going to have the same number of games. It's just that they're going to take away preseason games. And instead of it being a preseason game, they're just going to turn it into a real game.
It don't matter how I do. Okay, so if I'm a player, if I'm a player, I'm saying I want less risk in my life. And y'all, because it shows that the fans gonna love the sport no matter how many rule changes y'all make to it. It's still getting watched. Super Bowl is still one of the top watched programs in the world.
These last Super Bowls, the numbers kind of been down. Especially these last two.
Of course, it's down to what it used to be, but it's still more than the most watched programs. It was still top. Okay, you comparing it to other years. It's not gonna be that. Okay, so it's still a number one thing, and it's going to expand as more countries get involved in football, and it's going to happen. Okay, so as a player, I'm looking at, on the back end, y'all making bank off us, and my career, especially, okay, let's break it down to a running back. A running back's career expectancy is what? 8 years. 6 years on a top year. No. A good running back will have 3 good years and still wander in the league.
I thought you were talking about average overall. Okay, so you saying good running back.
Yeah. They'll have some good 3 years, and then they'll wander around for like 2 or 3 more, go to a team, be third down running back or something like that. What, 5 years? What's the expectancy of an NBA player?
Shit, now it's through the roof.
Exactly, bro. Football players are looking at it like this. We're the top sports thing. We're beating everybody. But how I feel physically when I'm done with this sport doesn't compare to how I should be feeling when I'm done with it. As in, if we're number one, I should be feeling like I accomplished something in the bank. A lot of these players don't feel like quarterbacks do.
Receivers do.
No.
Bro, receivers making $20 million a year.
They up there.
they make money.
They transition because they're connected with the quarterback, just like the offensive line. I was finna say the offensive line. That's and anybody coming up.
Can go get the quarterback. Make him get brother.
So it's certain guys like that making money, and on that team, it's probably 1-2 top receivers the second receiver might be getting a little change, but that top receiver, he's getting the bank. The quarterback, he's getting the bank. and then you might have a good old line or something where it's split off to
left tackle gonna get that money.
to where it's broken down to where it's like that 5 on the line. That's equivalent to a good quarterback. That paycheck hit. Okay.
And you got the defensive ends.
Now everybody that's rare too. It's rare that you have one defensive end that you paying big money. I mean, there's not too many Garretts. There's not too many. You know what I'm saying? It's not too many Youngs. It's not too many of them. It's some teams that don't have a good defensive front. They just have a solid front to where it's good, but they're not paying them bank. They're paying them average. They might be paying that linebacker bank because
all the top sack getters, they all getting banked.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if it's a good front.
Well, whoever on the defensive front that's getting sacks, that's who's getting the money. Whoever getting the sacks.
But they not getting banked. They getting decent money, more than the quarterback and more than them. They not.
Now they are. Like DeMarcus Lawrence, he making $21 million. Aaron Donald making 20.
You're naming the top guys. I'm talking about a good front. A team that just has a good front. I just said it's not too many teams that have them, the Garrett Donalds and Youngs in them. It's not every team don't have that guy. Okay? So that money's probably given more to the quarterback or more to the receiver. My point on this is if you're paying most of that to that person, bro, it's still a 40-man roster of guys that's risking their life day in and day out. That's not getting that money. So everybody's not getting rich in the NFL. I have Chris Rucker, my cousin. He played for the Colts. He was a cornerback. He's not rich. He's not. He's not. But if he was drafted in the position he was as far as NBA, he would have got that rookie contract.
What round was he drafted?
Second
round?
Yeah.
Oh, he wouldn't have been rich in the NBA. Second round picks ain't making nothing.
You can't say that with the NBA and in the NFL.
Now, if you make it to the second contract,
no. Because you second round in the NFL, you're basically a first round in the NBA, bro. The second round is not a bad round in the NFL. That's still a valuable piece. Round. Exactly. Because the NFL goes, 7, 8 rounds. The NBA don't do that.
They go 2.
Exactly. So you can't compare that. So that's what I'm saying. Second round in NFL, that's high in the NBA. You first round NBA, second round in the NFL, bro. So you should be but they're still not getting equipped. Like, that's what I'm saying. Their draft pool is so deep. Them players aren't coming in getting banked like NBA players are. They're not.
I'm saying that the NBA players, they second rounds ain't like once you get out of the lottery.
I just told you.
Once you get out of the lottery, them dudes is not making.
Let me give a comparison to this because you still stuck on that. A second round in the NBA is a 6th round in the NFL. It is. It's a 6th, 7th round. Them guys might get cut. They might not even. They might not even make the team. That's the equivalent to the NBA second round. Is the guys that we saw you, but let's put him on a G League. See how good he do. That's what the second round in the NBA is. So it's hard to compare the two. Like, so first, second, and third is like the NBA's first round. The top of the third, not the bottom of the third. Mid-third. Because it be some good ass players in the third round in the NFL. But bro, them NFL players are getting played, bro. I don't blame them. I'm like, it's some players that agree. Shit, make it safer. I'd rather make this money.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Once you get out the lottery, a second round in the NBA and is not the first round. Once you get out the lottery, is not second round in the NBA. Like once you get out the lot, like the top pick is gonna make 40-some million. Like this last.
What do you say? NFL?
NBA, the top pick in the.
Wait. What? See, you're not understanding what I'm saying, Reggie.
That's what. No, I'm saying it's not the same. They make the draft picks. I would give it to the NFL guys. They make more money. They draft picks. They second round is like a highish first round.
That's what I'm saying.
NBA.
What? That's what I just said.
No, you said that you said they making more money. You said if I'm getting drafted over here, I said the rookies ain't making no money in the NBA. You got to make it to the second contract. That's where you get your money at.
We never even talked about that, bro.
No, that's what I said.
What?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
The point of what I was making, bro, is when you get drafted second round in the NFL, you're not making that much money. You're not, unless you prove yourself. Okay? But skill-wise, the NFL second round is comparable to the NBA's first round, meaning you still have 5-star prospects in the second round in the NFL. Second round in the NBA is the bottom of the barrel. So it's comparable to the 6th round in the NFL. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean that's also because they got really small rosters too. Yeah, look at that.
I'm not nitty picking on it, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm just making a general.
The NFL
statement.
is gonna fail trying to make themselves like the NBA because the parameters are different. You're not gonna be.
How are they gonna fail?
You're not gonna be paid like the NBA when you got 53 people to feed per roster, and you got more teams.
This is the difference. But they have the money to do it.
They're not gonna.
They have the money to do it to split the revenue. That's all they want. Some of the revenue that they bring in.
They get a bunch of the revenue.
They want majority. Like the players get in the NBA.
They're never going to get that. With them,
that's what they want.
Unless it's a totally different ownership group.
That's what they want.
Weak-ass owners.
They can't get it.
They're never
they
gonna
can
get it.
get it.
With this group, they never going to get it. It's got to be a bunch of woke, soft owners. Nobody's going to ever pay.
It has nothing to do with the owners. It has nothing to do with the owners.
It has everything to do with the owners.
No, it don't. It's everything to do with the players and what they want to do. Because, bro, it's a players' league now. If all these guys come together,
a players' league.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. That's why they get their ass whooped in every negotiation. Even the one they just did and signed a collective bargaining agreement. Every vet and former NBA player said that deal was horrible. They caved.
How?
They caved, and then when they do lockouts, the NFL say lockout.
How? If these
do what you gonna do?
If the contracts are increasing every year because guys are holding out, going franchise tag. How are the players not controlling their future?
Well, first of all, if you feel like you had any control, the first thing you would get rid of is the damn franchise tag, because all that does, on average, to any position,
that's guaranteed money
for a year. And if you get hurt, guess what? That's it.
It's a minimum to franchise tag every year.
I understand, but why do every player hate it and don't want it? Because they understand so much can happen in this 1 year, and my future's not guaranteed. This money's not enough.
No, they say they don't want to get franchise tag because first of all, when you get franchise tag, you get that money.
You do.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
But you have to do exactly what you were hired to do. Play for your position to prove that you're a franchise player. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Because you already got a high ass contract, and now you finna play for more. I guarantee you, Dak didn't give a fuck if how many times he got franchise tag. He didn't care. You don't have to pay me shit.
He's a quarterback. That's different than these other positions. These other positions, as they get older, they get less valuable.
They don't franchise tag anything but quarterbacks and running backs.
They franchise tag wide receiver. Matter of fact, they just franchised Chris Godwin in Tampa Bay. Franchise
wide receiver.
They franchise. But if they want to keep you and you're a great player, they're going to franchise you. One, because they know the more they franchise you, it's more of a chance that you may get hurt and you get older. And unless you're a quarterback, the older you get, the less valuable you become to every
time
team.
You get franchised, the
tag
fee goes up.
Yeah, I know it does go up.
These players aren't complaining about that. They don't get
all them players complaining about that. That's why they wait till the last second to sign a deal.
No. The only time a player will complain about it is if I'm player A on this team franchise tags me, and then player B on another team get a guaranteed contract at this much, and he just upped the contract. Now I gotta sit this whole year, and he just got a guaranteed big ass contract. I'm mad now. That's the only reason them niggas be getting mad.
Them dudes been hating that tag.
They
for years.
smile at. I get what, 30 million?
You don't
this
get
year?
no stability. You don't get no stability. Like they look at other things. Like
How's that
okay,
not stability?
I got a year
A
here.
franchise tag means
what if they don't want
we
me in a
want
year?
you.
Now I got to move somewhere else. Now I got to go to unfamiliar play. I got to go to a system where I'm hoping
bro.
that they utilize.
Nah, bro. See,
talent. So,
I,
like, all
I,
that
I don't, I
goes
don't
in.
get, I don't get why you got this mentality now, but with basketball, you saying Westbrook need to have the competitive mentality. So you think a player goes into the year saying, "Oh, I might not compete. I might get hurt." No, they go in there saying, "All right, let me get my contract. Thank you for the 38." They go in there ready to
football
win.
Play because them draft picks, like now that they on this rookie scale, they don't have no life. They're not getting lifelong money. Their second contract is they lifelong money. If you make it
How
4 years,
are you seeing these contracts they've been throwing out?
yeah, unless you're a really high draft pick, most of them be about 4
No,
years.
you can't say high.
If
These
first,
contracts are given out on production, bro, not on draft picks.
if you a mid first round pick, you getting about maybe like
no,
16,
stop saying picks
16.
because it's mid first rounds that got cut and on different teams and didn't get their rookie deal.
I'm just talking about your original contract.
No, there's
that's
no. That's what see. You keep saying original. The times have changed. It's not the same. There's no originality to this shit. It's not.
Bro, they not getting that much money when they're draft pick.
When Mahomes signed for half a bill, which was a bad contract because it's long, they spread it out. It wasn't bad for him, bad for the team. It was bad for him. But when he got that, that's unseen of.
He had 3 years in.
That's unheard of.
He had one more year.
There's no originality to that.
Before free, I'm talking about the original money he made was not life changing type money. I said all that money come from that second contract. That's where the bulk of that money, that generational wealth they talk.
But
that's
you gotta
where it comes.
But you
from.
gotta get the first one first.
Yeah, the first one is the low, which is why they like if I make it 4 years in this violent ass sport where the end could be near. Don't put me on a 1 year deal when I've been making pennies for 4 years.
No. If you perform on your first year contract and get franchise tag, you got to get the franchise minimum, which means you're going to get more money
for that year. Not when you sign a contract, you ain't got to get the franchise minimum.
No, when you get the franchise tag, that's going to be more money than your first contract. Every player don't get a franchise tag. Some get the first year contract. Some get the franchise tag. And they get guaranteed money on a franchise, and then they get a bullshit ass first year.
Well,
Some people, it be different.
First 4 years.
It be different.
They make everybody sign 4 year deal.
But that's determined on how you produce. Like everything.
If I give you 3 years, well now they yeah.
If you're mediocre, I don't care where you was drafted.
If I give you,
you're not getting a good contract.
If I give you 4 years of great production in my profession is low money, you not finna satisfy me with no. Oh, here go a little money for 1 year, and we come back to me, and we'll talk about it after that. Fuck no.
Yeah, you
Bruh,
will.
I did.
Why you think Dak didn't incur?
I did.
Everybody made it a big ass deal. Dak wasn't smoking it because he knew Dak's
a quarterback.
No,
it's different for them. They pull quarterbacks out of retirement and get them a little money if they want you.
I'm trying to think of somebody you want me to.
Just
talk about
say
then,
any non-quarterback.
I don't know too many non-quarterbacks that got franchise
There's
tag.
a hell of people that get franchise. You just don't hear about them because they only really report on the big name. You can look up a list. Everybody gets franchise, whether it's a lineman, it's a deep defensive player, it's a receiver. Everybody damn near use a franchise tag.
Franchise tag is not a bad thing to me.
To some people, it's not.
It's a sign of commitment for that year. All you got to do is your job.
Well, to a lot of them players, a 1 year commitment is no commitment. That's like a one night stand. I get this 1 year, we'll see how it goes.
Okay,
that's not
3. All right, would you prefer a $28 million franchise tag guaranteed, or a 3 year contract for $60 million and you get 10 each year?
Wait, what? You said 3 years,
3 years,
$60 million. So 2020, or 1 year at 28. What position I play? Am I a quarterback or I'm not a quarterback?
You're not a quarterback because quarterbacks gonna get way more than that.
Oh yeah. I want the give me the other one because I know I'm gonna get at least $30 million guaranteed in that contract, which means they're gonna write me.
No, you're not. Front. No, you're not. It's only $60 million. You only getting like 7-10 guaranteed, bro. Only a $60 million contract. You're only getting 10-15% guaranteed. You're not getting half of the contract guaranteed because then if you get half of it guaranteed, then you ain't even got to play out the 3 years.
And they don't. That's why they renegotiated.
No, bro, they don't. They would never do that.
Most NFL teams, this is what they do. They sign you to the deal. Really, what they be fighting over is the guaranteed money. That's what they gotta pay you.
Yeah,
because they pay you the guaranteed money. They give you that in the first couple of years. Then them last few years.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
If the first few don't work out, they can cut you easily. And the players 9 times out of 10, if it do work out, they just say, "All right, I'm ready to renegotiate," and that's how it goes.
But that's what I'm like, bro. Don't be an agent, because if you take 3 years, $60 million instead of $28 million guaranteed, you're crazy.
What if you? But that's what I'm saying. What if you get Achilles?
I got $28 million guaranteed because you can hurt your Achilles on your first year. And in the stimulation, it says you got to at least play your second year to get half of the guarantee.
I don't know nobody who negotiates.
Bro, they do shit like that.
I don't know nobody who negotiates.
They do shit like that. It's stimulations on that. Okay, well, you want to get 3 years? I need a good 2 out of that 3 in the contract.
Bro, Zeke signed a $90 million contract with $50 million guaranteed.
$50 million guaranteed.
Get half. $50 million. That's over half.
How many years?
6.
Bro, that's stretched out within 6 years. Bro,
well, if he make it the full 6, that's $90 million.
Bro, I can make $28 million in 1 year, and you're trying to say that's better than stretching out $90 million in 6?
Okay, his breakdown, since it's a 6-year deal.
What's 6 divided by 90? 90 divided by 6.
So 1, 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. So in the first 3 years of that deal, he's gonna make
healthy or not,
$31 million. No, actually, no. It's gonna be more than that because his guarantees go further than that. Hold on, his guarantees go further than that.
Still, that's 3 years. It's $10 million a year.
His guarantee I was just looking at the salaries, but I didn't even calculate his roster bonus.
Even if it was 50, that's 15. Even if it was 60 and 3, that's 20.
It don't always be the first 3 years like Dak. Dak signed his deal. He getting $75 million this year. Man. Ain't no franchise tag doing that. He getting $75 million this year.
All right, man. We're going to have to get off sports. We've been talking about that for a long time.
Too long. 2.5 hours.
Well, we're not finna get off sports because I got to ask a question. It's kind of a sports question. It is a sports question. All right. So it's a long statement. Let's talk wear and tear. I heard a lot of down talk on travel ball from older vets lately, saying kids play too many games on weekends, so they peak earlier injury-wise. And if they make it to college pro, they have too many mileage on the body. But then I heard in the same convo, this generation kids need to go out and play more playground ball. Too soft. All they do is play video games, and we used to hoop all day. What are your thoughts on mileage on the body? Is it the same hooping all weekend versus hooping every day coming up outside with the neighborhood? Basically, what are your thoughts on mileage on the body?
Well, when we was younger, it did, and not everybody did go out and play all weekend, but a lot of them cats that did that, that went to league, their careers wasn't as long as these dudes nowadays has been, I guess, watching their mileage. Because that's all part of, but it is better medicine and stuff now, too. Better medicine, better ways to train.
What?
Back then, like now.
Bro, your favorite player who playground all the day.
I know. And his career, like I said, their careers weren't as long as a lot of these guys' careers are today. Like, today, you see multiple. Before, if you played 20 seasons, when Kareem did that, they said, this dude's a unicorn.
Kareem played playground.
That's what I'm saying. But they said when he did his 20 years, they was like, oh, that's a unicorn. We probably never going to see that again. When Karl Malone got like 19, they're like, oh my God, these dudes are physical marvels. How can they play that long? But you see dudes nowadays, they playing 20, 22, 20, 19, like it's nothing. It's like it's nothing now. Now, and it depends. Do you think it's the medicine and the training techniques, or do you think it's that they don't do quite as much as they used to? I guess that's the argument you got to see. What is making these athletes last longer?
No, that's what I'm saying. You didn't understand the flip side to that.
You saying you kind of trading one out for the other.
No, that's not what I'm saying. The older generation said, matter of fact, it was a quote from a older NBA player.
I thought you said both of them was older.
Yeah.
Older people. Okay, so
Yeah,
both of
yeah.
them are older.
Both are
generation.
older generations. Same guy.
Okay.
Same group of people. All right. I don't even want to bring up no names, but same group of people. Out his mouth. We used to hoop outside. We used to play all day in the playgrounds and all that. That makes us tougher. He was trying to prove his toughness. Okay. But then in the same conversation goes, these kids play too much AAU ball. Too many games on a weekend. That's why when they get in the league, they're so injury prone. How is that? That's what I'm saying. Isn't that the same thing?
Well, I played AAU and at the park. You played AAU at the park. You know, a lot of what I noticed is the game is not as I don't have to exert myself when I'm as much when I'm playing park versus dudes that don't play AAU. Like the game is not as fast. Sometimes it be more physical because they know
what
refs.
What park you be playing at?
I'm just saying I don't play. I'm saying it can get. That's what I'm saying. It can get physical, but a lot of dudes.
Every park I went to, I left with either a twisted ankle, bloody lip, or something.
Is it because you out there all day, or is it because just a couple of games?
Because niggas,
I used to be out there all day.
This is the thing. My days of hooping, Highway 40, Fairground, what up, Marty? What all them guys, bro? Like, that's why I know a lot of the coaches now, because that's what we used to do. Okay, we used to hoop in the parks and all that. And someone
they play AAU too.
Yeah, they play. Jason Tatum dad.
You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying.
Justin.
What I was saying was when I play against. That's what I'm saying. When I play non AAU ball. I mean, when I play against players that was non AAU growing up, it was different than playing against players that was AAU. Like the game wasn't as fast. Like them dudes, it was just easier. You know what I'm saying? Like if we all playing AAU, yeah, it's gonna be kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? If you're going against all cats that play AAU, but when you go against cats that's not playing AAU or they didn't, or you know what I'm saying, shit like that, the level of play is different. Like how we was talking about with Contavion, a player we used to have. When he plays against them cats that's not playing AAU ball, he dominates. It's easier. And then he comes to play AAU, it's harder. It's not the same for him.
That ain't got nothing to do with the intensity.
He quit and played that. If you dominate somewhere, it's because
it's because they not calling shit.
Which makes it easier for you.
No, that don't make it easier.
If you go from being not all that good to dominating.
If I'm running my fastest down the court, dribbling, I'm still trying the same intensity. The difference with the player you just talked about, because you shouldn't have said his name. I don't want to say somebody's name, but the difference in that is when he's dribbling in a street ball, he's going as fast as he can, but he's carrying the whole time. But when he's going in an AAU, he's going fast as he can, but he's carrying, they're going to call it. That's the difference. He's still exerting the same energy.
It's going to stop that. It's going to stop that momentum. He ain't going to make it all the way down the court.
But even if it stops it, bro, he's still exerting the energy. It's going to get called. It's going to get called. And it might exert even more energy because frustration and stress causes you to lose more energy. Because the mind impacts, oh man, he could call and carry every time I do it. So now you thinking about all bullshit you don't need to be thinking about. So now you exerting more energy. So what I'm saying is though, what this old dude was saying was the same fucking thing. And actually, what he was trying to make it seem like, okay, and this is why I say I don't like sometimes how old people approach things. Older generations approach things. I'm an older generation now, and I feed into the older generation and the young generation. I don't call one weaker and one weakest because of the difference in what's going on. Okay, because like I always say, I'm a realist about shit. All right, so if basically what he was trying to say is AAU, this generation is soft, is worn out because they play AAU basketball all weekend. But then in the same sentence, I ain't even gonna talk about the street. That same sentence, he says they stuck at home playing video games and they don't go outside. No. They stuck at home playing video games. They don't go outside and go play in the playgrounds like we used to do back in the day, all day and all night. You cannot say he's injury prone by wearing himself out all weekend playing weekends, but then in that week, he's at the crib playing video games. He ain't doing shit. But you were more intense because 7 days a week, you was on the court playing all day outside. Bro, if you really want to break it down, you playing on concrete. They playing in the gym. So you should have been more broke down than them. Which y'all were. That's why y'all don't last longer.
So why do you think they didn't play as long, but they didn't play as long, but they didn't get hurt as much? So what do you think is the reason why these athletes get hurt so much so young?
Now?
Yeah, now. What do you think? If you don't agree with his line of thinking, what do you think is the reason why they get hurt so young now? Because it is cats. They be young as a mug, hurt in college, hurt in the league.
Bro, back in the day.
And the medicine better now.
What? Back in the day, them guys that used to get hurt, we never heard about them. We hear the legends of them now. Kevin Durant, old boy, he was in Chicago, was one of the greatest players he ever seen. It was multiple players like that. Lou Alcindor will tell you about a couple players from where they was nice. They was nice, but you don't know about them because they got injured.
Or on drugs.
But most of them got injured, bro. And they never got picked up and it never happened.
Well, I'm talking about just NBA players.
But now, even NBA, them guys that got injured in practice that really didn't have a name, they moved on. They moved on quick back then. They moved on real quick because they had a lot of farm systems, and it wasn't as complicated as it is now getting a player because you can get young boys, you can get 18-year-old, you know what I'm saying, guys. At one point you could you can get high schoolers and all that, fresh legs, all that. Now you have to. Certain players got to play a year in the college. They got to do certain things. All right. So, I mean, the main reason why I think these young boys get hurt now is because they say they take proper care of themselves, but they don't. A lot of these young boys think they can come out the club and go to practice. And it work. But then once you leave practice and have to go to a game and you pull a hamstring, that's because all that shit trickled down from that club, not stretching properly, not working out properly, thinking you just the shit. And you in practice, you're doing good. Practicing games is a whole different level. It's way different. Way different. So as soon as you step on that NBA court and you got this guy in front of you that, hey, I'm going to eat and my family eats by me busting your ass. So I'm not going light on you, bro. I'm trying to kill you. And that guy, that's how you feel. And them young boys like, damn, this nigga don't like me. No, that's not it. It's not that he don't like you. You in his way. It's only 400 of them. You in his way. Like that video I shared with Bill. He broke it down for you. He say, any day, my job can be taken. Any day. It's not guaranteed. Any day they can cut me and say, take the money, bye. They can. It's a $1 billion business. That's what sucks about it. Like, people act like, oh, I got this contract, so they can't do nothing. Bro, it's a $1 billion business. If that owner said, oh, he a problem? Oh, okay. Man, give him that couple million. Get him the fuck out of here. It's Blake Griffin. Bye. Drummond. Bye. You don't want beer? Bye. Bye. Here your money. Bye. We don't need you. Bro, it's real simple. So, like, as far as injuries, man, I just think the injuries are equivalent to generations. There's no more of this and there's no more of that back then. Just now, everything is so accessible to us. Right now, if somebody twisted their ankle in practice, guess how we gonna hear about it?
They probably gonna tweet it.
It's gonna be a message. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you gonna find out about it. Because that's how the NBA now is. They need drama. They need certain situations. Players don't even be hurt. But they say they hurt so they can sit out games now. And that goes in the stats. He was injured that game. You know what I mean? And that affects the record books. So when an older player says these guys is soft and all this, it's different elements now.
So you think that they don't take care of their body as well as they try to lead us to believe?
No, because back then they didn't take care of their body either. They used to do drugs.
No, I'm just saying, but they didn't brag about how these athletes are in the greatest shape that we seen them in, better than ever.
That's
before.
What I'm saying. We got this high ass expectations because of cats like LeBron and all them, like,
and the media pumping. it up.
Yeah. Why can't y'all
they
be
don't
this
just talk
Iron
about
Man?
LeBron. They just talk about the league in
they
general.
talk about
they're so big. They're bigger, stronger,
Harden.
faster.
Before Harden got hurt, he was an Iron Man. Harden rarely gets hurt. James Harden rarely gets hurt. People want to say like he rarely gets hurt.
I think actually he might be one of the ones that stretch pretty good, because James Harden, no matter what kind of shape you think he may be in, he in basketball shape.
Yeah, he put in work. That's what I'm saying.
He's in basketball shape.
It's not too many cats that put in work, but it's some cats that exert themselves because they want to be so great. I think back then you only had a few that wanted to actually be great. Like, how many? The number of superstars and all-stars now is double compared to the past. Like, it's more players that you looking at like, wow, bro, this is a good league now. I'm sorry, what defense, different or not, these players it's more recognizable faces now than it was back then. And if I'm a player,
shout out to David Stern.
Yeah, he did that. He put yes, that's a good one because he definitely did that. But if what was I finna say? Yeah, people know these players. So like, let's say you're a player and you got 100,000 followers on Twitter, on Instagram, and you just now and you put up a 30-point game. And that motherfucker, your Instagram followers shoot up to 1 million. After you get that 1 million followers, your head is gonna be like, oh, I'm a knowledgeable. They know me. They know who I am. This is my coming party. That's how you gonna be. And a lot of these young boys, they get them games, and it's really not what it's meant to be. You know what I mean? And then they overexert themselves. And they end up getting injured. Getting an injury that could have been prevented if they would have took the escalators instead of trying to take the elevator. Man, I that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. Back then that happened now. I just don't agree with the old cliche that these old dudes try to do. That's all I'm saying.
You don't like them blaming AAU?
Nah, I don't like that. Because
I remember this is
you can't
it's one of
blame
a
AAU.
couple times that I heard Drake go off about LeBron James, because he said this before.
yeah, he said it. And that's some
Drake
bullshit.
went off.
Like, bro, you're a product.
He went off.
LeBron is literally a product of AAU and camps
man.
every weekend. ABCD camp, Nike camp, Adidas camp. Bro, his senior year, he was on a tour. No, from freshman to junior year, he was on a tour. Then he started getting all the projections, and he started going on a tour for other things, like professional things. You know what I mean? But he was on a tour. He played AAU too. He lets his kids do it. His kids will play 5 games in one weekend.
That's what he was talking about. He said he don't do that. He said he'll pull him.
No,
That's what got it kicked off.
But
He said he'll pull him
he don't.
if he feel like it's too much.
He don't. He don't pull him. He tell him go out there and play hard. He know he do. Bruh, a lot of these players want to. Hey, I'm not gonna say it, but I'm finna say it. If I'm LeBron James and I make this statement, hopefully half of America stop letting their kids play every weekend, and then my son can get an up head on their ass. LeBron is always strategizing. Make sure my son get all these recruit letters.
He a politician.
Bruh, come on, man. Come on, man. You know what to say. Say one thing and got your kid doing the other.
He is a politician.
Say one thing, got your kids doing the other.
Somebody called him that, and he got so mad. And it's like, bro, just own the shit. Like, cut it out. You always politicking.
Okay, let's get to one of your questions, though, man. All right.
We ain't got no time. I kind of want to save it now.
You want to save them?
I kind of want to save it next
All
week.
right.
Because
All right.
I really wanted Bug to be here for some of them.
Okay, we're going to save it for next year, then. I mean, not next year, but
next year.
next show.
2022.
Next show. All right. So I guess since, man, we've been talking fucking sports all fucking day.
Oh, did you see that video of that dude bullying that little black dude, that Army vet?
Oh yeah, I seen that. John what's his name? Menendez. John Menendez or some shit like that. Yeah. I seen him. He got charged though. But
yeah, but it's only going to end up at like if he gets convicted like 30 days.
it wasn't a big crime.
Yeah, I know.
What do you wait? The crime the time gotta fit the crime, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he should get more jail. I'm just saying it's just the whole situation itself was.
They own him though. I have no complaints about the situation because they've followed through on everything. Now, if he goes in and don't get no, bro, he didn't already got kicked out the Army. That fucks up his. He was close to retiring, bro. Do you know what they get when they retire? That's like that's you good for the rest of your life. You're getting paid every month, VA. Okay, so that fucked his shit up. Now he's on the news everywhere. His family had to move because they rioted his crib.
When his wife in on it, when she the one filming the video?
Yes. No, she wasn't the one filming. She was.
Did she come to the side?
She was the main one outside. Okay, so the story is
because the video I seen was on like a minute or something.
Yes, it was only a minute, but the story is he was walking through the neighborhood like he always do, and they ladies were outside talking, and they said something to him like to form a matter of like who are you and all this other stuff, and he going off like I ain't got to tell you who I am and all this other stuff. She runs and get her husband. Like, this guy out here talking bad to us, this black guy, we don't know who the fuck he is. He don't belong here. So the husband come out already tipsy. He was slither on some beer, chilling, you know what I mean? That's why he was barefooted. And he come out there aggressive from the jump. And the black dude, that's why the black dude mama, man, you drunk, man. You didn't hear that in the video?
No.
That's what he said. That's what he was mumbling to him. He said, "You drunk, man." And then that's when he said, "I don't want to talk to you." And then the wife said something. And then when he tried to talk to her, he said, "Don't fucking talk to my wife."
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
that's when he said that. But hey, dude was on some straight bullshit, man. Yeah, he fucked up his life, man. Family had to move. Everything. But the fucked up part about it was police helped them move. like some witness protection shit. Man,
they better not be spending our tax dollars on this.
Hey, you know how they do. They take them to McDonald's. That shit crazy, man.
A lot of weirdo stuff.
Have you heard about so we might as well just keep talking sports. The fight that was this weekend.
Man, I was gonna bring that up. That was one of my sports things before we got as deep when we talking about contracts and all that. Oh, because I want to ask you, because I remember we had the conversation.
Or what?
About Floyd Mayweather and him being the best because he's 50-0.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, he's 51. I count that exhibition fight.
Man, that don't count. That's not officially in the record book. But
Jake
Paul is now 3-0 in his little fights that he take. So if he takes 60 of these.
Professional boxers? He ain't fought a professional boxer yet.
It don't have to be a professional boxer.
Yes, it
does.
does.
It has to be a professional fight because it has to be sanctioned by one of the.
It has to be a professional boxer.
One of the you know, one of the groups, one of the governing groups, IBF, WBC.
The dude he just fought looked like he just came from the river fishing.
Yeah,
he was hunting,
and that was that dude was
no, he wasn't a boxer.
He was a UFC fighter.
He even said, "I'm not a boxer. I'm not a boxer. I'm not a boxer." He clearly said it. I'm not a boxer, but I'll beat his ass, which he didn't.
No, he didn't.
But I think if they was MMA, he probably would beat his ass.
If he gets 60 of those, is he the greatest fighter ever? Because you said
it wasn't professional.
They were sanctioned fights. Those are professional fights.
That's not a professional.
It's just as professional as when Floyd fought Conor McGregor to get to 50-0.
No,
it was professional.
No,
look it up.
No,
dude, look it up. Look it up. I looked it up earlier today for the show.
No.
I looked it up earlier today. As long as one of the sanctioning bodies
and then they're only going 8 rounds for his weight class. He's not fighting people in his weight class.
They do 8 rounds in boxing.
They go 12.
They do 8. They do 10, and then 12 is the most they do because they used to go up to 15.
Those are most pay-per-views are 12. The
some of the undercards at times be less, but they don't really put them on pay-per-view. They just be like on.
That's
boxing,
what I'm saying.
Boxing Tonight and
for his weight class.
HBO.
No.
He ain't no top ranked fighter though. If you're not a top ranked fighter, you don't get them 8 rounds.
He don't even fight people in his way. He fought Nate Robinson.
I know, and that was a professional fight.
No, it was not. No, Nate Robinson's not a professional fighter.
That's what I'm saying.
He don't have no professional background. You can't count it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not Mayweather's situation.
That's not what makes him professional.
That's not. Yes,
what makes you professional.
What makes you a professional is the years you put in to get to that position. It's not because you paid for a professional label. Like
you don't pay for it. They got to decide.
Nate Robinson was not a professional.
I understand, but like if me and you wanted to fight anybody, if one of the sanctioning boxing bodies picks it up, IBF, WBC, IBO, if any one of them picks it up, that is a professional fight, and it goes on our record as a professional fight. Now, if it's not picked up and we in the backyard or whatever, that doesn't count.
Bro, I see how you're trying to nitty pick this again.
That's what it is. It's not a nitpick.
Yeah, it is. You're nitty picking into the detail of the label of it's a professional fight. But is Nate Robinson a professional boxer?
Nope. Neither was Conor McGregor. But is Floyd still 50-0?
Bro.
That was the 50.
Conor McGregor.
That was the 50.
Conor McGregor is a professional fighter.
So was that dude. He was a professional UFC fighter that had 21
so let's say I
fights.
gave you that one. Is Nate Robinson a professional fighter?
No, and Jake Paul ain't good. But he still got a 3-0 record.
You're trying to nitty pick that.
He still got a 3-0 record. My point.
Who has Mayweather compared to as a Nate Robinson? Who has he fought that is on the level of a Nate Robinson? Because I see what you're trying to do.
Speculatively, it was a dude he fought.
Oh my God! Nobody.
No. I know Mayweather. It was a dude he fought when he was, I think it was like 22 or 23-0, and that dude had like 4 fights. It's like if he fought Jake Paul right now. He had 4 fights on his record, and Floyd fought him.
Wait. You gonna have to give me the name, bro. You gotta give me a name, because when you look at records, there's a difference. There's a professional record.
I know it was professional. Floyd was professional. That's what
No.
It pissed me off.
I'm talking about the opponent. You can be 4 fights in, but you could have 50 fights before that weren't professional. My point is, Nate Robinson ain't have none. None.
No, he did not.
All he had was dunks. That's all he done. And caught footballs. He wasn't a fighter. So no.
Neither
Jake Paul. I'm not saying he is. You're the wasn't trying to make
No,
the
I just
argument.
brought it up because you said it doesn't matter who you fight, and I said it does matter.
No,
who you
it
fight.
doesn't matter who you fight if you're a professional boxer. You're a professional boxer is a difference.
So do you
When you're a
count? Do you
professional,
count the Conor McGregor fight?
Yes, I count it because Conor McGregor's hands are illegal, or legally registered.
So was that dude's?
Who?
The dude he just fought.
Nate
I'm not
Robinson
talking about Nate
what?
Robinson. I'm talking about the dude he
I'm
just
not
fought.
talking about that. I give Jake Paul all props on that fight. He beat a real fighter.
I'll give his weak ass shit. That dude ain't no
He
real
beat a
fighter.
real fighter though, bro.
Ain't no
I
damn
mean,
real
it
fighter.
is what it is.
That fucking dude was
no.
UFC grappler
He shouldn't
with
talk
no
shit,
boxing
bro.
background.
He shouldn't have talked shit,
Trained
bro.
like
he shouldn't have talked shit.
He ain't no
You
striker.
can't talk shit and then come up with an excuse. Oh, I don't really box. I grapple. You know what I mean? I told y'all that from nigga. You just said you was going that first day. Bro. Not only did he talk shit, he's the one who wanted to fight Jake Paul, bro. Right after Jake Paul fought Nate Robinson.
He probably saw that
right?
money.
No. Right after Jake Paul fought Nate Robinson, he sent a message. I will beat your ass. Fight me. I'll beat your ass. You're fighting non-fighters.
That's right.
And got his ass beat. Looking hella salty walking out the ring. Like, ain't nobody gonna give me no 5. Nah, nigga, you lost to a YouTuber. Like, you don't come out of retirement, bro. You can't. That's a stain on your career, bro. I mean, I'm just saying, Jay. Hey, he hit him with a 1-2, bro. It was a good combo. It was, man. It was a good combo.
No fighter.
And talk.
He tried hard
shit.
though. He definitely tried hard.
I wonder if he gonna get another fight. He's trying to fight
He want to fight these.
Fury. Not Tyson Fury. He want Tyson Fury on the card, but Tyson Fury got a brother? Somebody Fury. I forgot his name. But he called him out on the thing. Some Fury, /Fury or some shit like that.
Man.
Yeah. Jake Paul, man, that's that man. Hey, I do rich as fuck, though, off YouTube, bruh. Like, for real, man. Them niggas is, that shit crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't want to give him his props, man. You don't want to give him his props. Snoop Dogg did
what?
shit. Snoop Dogg said, Dana White, I need my money, nigga.
Give him props for what? The win?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't, man. Like, I can't give somebody that's had professional boxing training props for beating somebody.
Just because you have professional,
has not been
bruh,
trained professionally.
He has
in
been
boxing.
trained professionally.
No, in boxing, I did both.
Bro, when you do
boxing
MMA,
and UFC,
when you
is
do
two
it,
totally different types of.
Okay.
The win, like the core exercises are different.
Jaquin Buckley, my boy, from McClure. He went to McClure. He just lost in the title with the beard.
And every time you see
Wooly, you know Wooly?
What weight class are we in?
UFC.
Oh, UFC.
He's St. Louis dude with the beard. He just won a middle
was he just
class.
on pay-per-view not too long
Yeah,
ago?
he was at the what's the name? He was at the Jake Paul fight.
What about him?
No, I know these guys personally. Why? Jaquin Buckley, he's the one. He had that. His debut at UFC. He had the 15-second knockout.
Okay.
Which was a punch. But matter of fact, Jaquin Buckley, that him personally, I interviewed him when I was doing a podcast on his other whack ass network. But when I interviewed him, he told me, as a fighter, the first thing he had to learn was how to box. First thing.
What was his what is his specialty like?
No. See, that's where there's no.
No, it is. Dudes have backgrounds in different types of fighting.
No.
Some dudes do have a background.
No.
in
That's what I'm
boxing.
saying. Some guys have a background. Yes, they have a background. But when you do MMA, you don't know what you have to do. You don't. What you have to do is based on your fight and what goes on. If he grapples you and gets you on the ground, you better know how to grapple. If he stands up and he wants to punch, you better know how to box.
You can know some people.
If he's rolling, if you judo rolling on the ground doing submissions, you better know some taekwondo judo, or you gonna lose.
That's what happens to a lot of them.
You gonna lose. So what I'm saying is, they all have to know the skill. You don't go into MMA not knowing how to box. That was an excuse.
Knowing how to box and actively training in boxing is different. That's why
Bro,
I don't care who the boxer is and who the NFC fighter is. The UFC fighter is gonna get their ass whooped by anybody that spends the majority of their time training in boxing in a boxing ring. Now, if they was in the UFC and he was just trying to box him, that's different.
It's
the win, like how they train.
What you saying is, a boxer's gonna train all day boxing.
The rigors of the sport is different, like how they pace themselves. All that is totally different.
A boxer is going to train boxing. That's the specialty, okay? But an MM fighter is going to train boxing, but he's not going to spend all day on it. They're going to know the basics of boxing.
And that's where the difference come in. And that's why they won't beat them in a boxing ring.
Bottom line is, MMA fighters, boxers, both of their hands registered.
They are.
Both of their hands registered.
But the rules are different. Like, things are different.
I mean, rules smooths. What I'm saying is, you got to know how to box to be an MMA fighter.
It's not like this was a street fight. You know what I'm saying? He whooped his ass. This is something about like all the other shit he know outside of his basics of boxing don't even matter. It doesn't even matter.
How did it don't matter?
None of that judo shit, none of that comes into play in boxing.
No, that's basic.
If
you just call judo basics of boxing.
No, I said none of that matters in boxing. I said nothing matters.
So the basics of boxing don't matter in boxing.
No, I said that's all he has to go on. None of the other stuff that he trained and that he know, because he's not even a boxer. That dude is a grappler.
So you think
he's not even a good striker in what he do?
So you think before this fight, they didn't refresh him with all his boxing?
Man, boxing, you can't pick up the basics,
bro. He's not
even if you are a UFC fighter.
He's a fighter. He's been fighting his whole life.
You're not gonna be able to pick up. You're not gonna be able to pick back up this sport. Cause like I said, that's not his specialty. That's not even what he does in his profession.
You're talking about a guy going against a vet of boxing.
More of a vet than he is. He's not a vet, but he's more of a vet than he is. Yes.
You think Jake Paul is more of a vet than he is
in boxing? Yes.
Really?
Yes, that's all Jake Paul.
Bro, that dude was just out of shape, bro.
He was out of shape.
He was just out of shape. I think if he was in shape, he would have did a lot better, bro. Because he didn't think he had to prepare for Jake Paul. Okay? But Jake Paul, bro, he's not.
Jake Paul's not a good boxer.
He's not. So I don't know why you saying it. Like,
I know he's not a good boxer.
He's a horrible boxer. Did you see him fight Nate Robinson?
Yeah, I saw him fighting Nate.
If Nate Robinson lasts the way he was boxing, bro, 5-6 rounds with you, you're not a good boxer.
Did they go? They didn't go 5 or 6.
It went like 4. It went 4.
Went like 1.
No, it wasn't 1.
I thought he knocked him down every round until it was over.
No,
he only went like
he knocked him down every round.
He knocked him down 3 times in the first round. That was it.
No, it was twice. They didn't. No, he when he knocked him down, he stayed down. It didn't end it like that. They went 2 rounds. And Nate went to the corner. He got knocked down in the first. He got knocked down in the first and the second.
But yeah, I don't think this dude is a good fighter by no shit. Like I said, you can when you watch him, you can see that he understands the basics of boxing and that he trains hard. Now, is he talented in any aspect? No, his footwork is shoddy at best.
Bruh,
his combinations.
The MA dude is a talented fighter. He's a champion in MMA, a former champion. Hard work just beat talent, bro. Because Jake Paul is not a talented boxer. He just worked hard for that day because he didn't want to get his ass
hard
kicked.
Work don't always beat talent. Because you got to look at my man Jay Jones. Because let me tell you, out of jail, all type of shit. It don't matter. He just go in there. Now, some of his fights last a little longer. I mean, that's what the hard work against.
Did he win?
Hell yeah. He
Now,
beats
you know
the
why?
sleeves off of everybody.
Because you
No
come
matter
out,
how long you train, how long you been champ,
bruh.
he been suspended, everything.
But, so, just because a player gets suspended or go to jail don't mean they ain't training. They don't sit down and then come out and then fight.
Man, I done seen John have a short turnaround and fight, a short turnaround between fights.
But they still
and
working,
have a bunch
bro.
of personal shit
They
going
still
on,
working.
and he come
They
out
still
and just
working.
destroy people.
They still working.
And then his last fight, coming off this last time he got in trouble, you can tell that he was kind of out of shape, but he's still John Jones. And he even said, like, I wasn't in my
He
best
working.
shape. I wasn't in my best shape.
Most guys work, bruh. Any guy that's in a position to where they getting notable accolades, they work, man. It ain't too. I don't know nobody where shit's given to them. I haven't seen one athlete to where anything is given to them.
That family is talented. All of them professional something. Football.
But that's because
He the
they
GOAT
put in
MMA.
they put in work at a young age. They peoples put them in work. That's why they come up good at them skills. It's not.
Oh, natural talent plays a part. You can work as hard as you want to.
So
natural talent plays a part. You can't work to be 6'6".
That's what I'm saying. That's not a natural talent.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That right there is.
That's a genetic.
That's what I'm saying. That's a genetic gift.
That's what I'm saying. But
hard work is not gonna. If y'all both doing hard work, them gifts is what's gonna push you over the top. Even if he don't work as hard as you, your extra hard work is not gonna be them gifts. If when y'all both punch, you can't get near him. If he's way faster than you, you can work as hard as you want to work. But if he just
that's not
naturally more gifted than you,
that's not true.
Win.
That's not true. That's not true.
Man,
that's not true. That's not true at all.
If somebody is way more naturally gifted than you, and they ain't got to work as hard as you.
By that logic, Tyson should have won every fight because he was way more gifted than everybody. Stronger, harder hitter.
He's a harder hitter.
But naturally gifted.
Once Cuss died though, his technique started to get sloppy. And he'll admit that he didn't train like he didn't used to.
Because he thought he was talented.
He gained weight,
and people outworked him.
But I said you got to have some type of work. He wasn't working.
Didn't say
he was
that.
just enjoying. No, I said they ain't got to work as hard as you.
You said
you can work hella hard.
If a genetic feature
you
comes in,
you got to do some work. I said you can work twice as hard as this dude, but his genetics gift will overcome your twice as hard work. Tyson wasn't working hard. He said, once I won the belt, I started enjoying having the belt. I started enjoying having the money, the women, the drugs, all of that. That's what messed him up. It wasn't because somebody was outworking him. He just
that's
his
how
life went to shit.
That's how you get outworked.
His life went to shit.
Bruh, that's the definition of outworking. When my life goes down a path of righteous. I go do what the fuck I need to do instead of doing drugs and going with women. That's outworking.
If Tyson would have put in,
what defines putting in work to you?
Okay, what I define putting in work is say you train 5-6 days, I train 2. I put in work, but you put in 3 times the work I am. But if I'm way more naturally gifted than you, you can put the 7th day in. I'm gonna beat your ass.
That's not true.
Yes, it's
not true. That's not true. That's true to an aspect of a dude that's beyond talented, and the other dude has no type of talent.
No, he had talent.
Not that's what I'm saying. If I'm finna face an opponent, and I've got my own genetic talent, I'm strong, but I'm putting in the work more days, I'ma win. Because what's separating us? Well, what's the big talent that's separating us? If I have some talent too.
Them having more. Like if I'm...
What's defined as more talent?
If y'all boxing, if my feet are faster than yours, my hands are faster than yours, I'm taller, I'm longer, you have bad angles to hit me because instead of you having to reach
so then
straight,
Muhammad Ali should have beat George
He did beat George Foreman.
The first time.
He did. You mean Frazier?
Frazier, I mean. He
Yeah.
should have beat Frazier the first time then.
Well, okay. Frazier was a very gifted guy. They was close.
What?
But Ali wasn't the same when he got out of jail.
Ali
though.
is known to what? To be the what?
The GOAT.
The greatest of all time.
Yeah.
But they were on the same level.
No, I said talent-wise, they was pretty. Like, dog,
Wait.
don't do George. Don't do Joe
No,
Frazier,
no, no.
bro.
I'm not doing
He's
them
only
like that.
ever lost to dudes that's on the Mount Rushmore. Like, no, just
I'm
anybody
not,
can't
I'm not,
beat him.
I'm not doing them. But
And
what
he
I'm
was in
trying,
his prime.
what
Ali
I'm
was
trying to,
fresh out of jail, no training, because he couldn't get into no gyms, no money to pay for gyms. He couldn't box for years because they outlawed him from the sport. And you can't just training in a gym is not the same as going against professional boxers.
this is
over
what I'm
years.
saying. You're like proving me right. Okay, so
He couldn't put in work. It's not that he put in little work. He couldn't put in work. Nobody would deal with him. So no work
Okay.
versus talent and a lot of
did
work.
Frazier beat Ali?
Yes, he beat him once.
He beat him, right?
Yes.
All right. Frazier, Ali's the way more talented, right?
Ali had a weakness. He did. He the GOAT, but he had a
You
weakness,
nitty
bro.
pick on everything, bro.
It was a bad
Oh
it was a
my
bad
God.
matchup, man. I'm sorry, it's just a boxing thing. It's a bad matchup. Everybody know Ali
my
has
God.
issues defending against the left hook. Who has the greatest left hook in the history of
but
boxing?
You can't nitty pick though on a
I'm not-
general
it ain't
subject.
just Frazier.
We talking
Ken
about
Norton.
talent.
Ken Norton, another
Oh,
top
my
5
God.
left hook, beat Ali. Ali had issues against the left hook.
Oh my God, bro.
That's always been his weakness.
You nitty picking, bro.
I'm not, man.
Yeah, you are.
That's
man.
always been his weakness.
Because at first, great talent always beats.
I said you gotta have some work. I said that before you made that analogy. I said you gotta have some work. Ali was putting in no work. No work.
So
He
Ali
gave-
didn't train now.
Hell no. Bro, I will show you 2 pictures. They don't even look like the same human being. Do you want to see what Ali looked like pre-jail and post-jail?
Bro,
His body type was totally different.
even in the movie, they said Ali was working out in jail.
Bro, working out in jail,
But I'm just saying, bro.
that's not the same.
Why you don't need a gym to work out on your physical attributes. He already had the skills of boxing. He just need to get more conditioning and lose weight and stronger. He already had the boxing skills.
Bro, stuff eroded over time without use. Because you was the greatest and had the greatest anticipation and all that beforehand, if you haven't done that at the highest level in years, you're
So
going
then
to lose some of it.
Then how did he beat George?
He kept fighting, and he got back into good shape. Then he beat George. Then he came back, beat the hell out of Frazier twice. Frazier caught him out of jail, broke, no time and no nothing, been out of the sport for years, while he's up there facing the greatest of the greats. All that time, Ali could not, because he was banned from boxing. He fought him when he came back in because Ali needed some money because he was flat broke. He beat him. Yes, he did. But once Ali started training as a high-level boxer again and having professional fights, he beat the hell out of that man and almost killed him in one of the
But
fights.
Ali still lost.
Yes, he couldn't train. He couldn't do what he
Now,
does.
I'm talking about after he got the win of Frazier, he had another L after that.
Yeah, he did, because he kept fighting way too damn long. He was an old-ass man fighting the Spinks brothers and all. Man, everybody know the story. I'm not finna say it. Everybody know the story of Ali, where a lot of his losses came from. Fighting too old against young dudes, getting beat up on Larry Holmes and all them. Way too old.
Bruh.
Way too old. Like, you always trying to take out the circumstances.
No, I'm not taking out the circumstances. That's what I'm big on. I'm big on human aspect, circumstances. You the one who take that shit out.
Nah, because you took
I'm
it.
big on that.
You took it
What-
out. You
the
took it
point
out
of
with
this
Floyd
conversation.
Mayweather. That's where the
point-
argument started with Floyd. You took it out on him because I said
How?
no.
The
The
perfect-
circumstance he fight these dudes under matter. You said
That
no.
you
he
say-
got a 50-0 record. That's all that matters.
That you say aren't caliber to your opinion aren't good enough.
No,
these guys don't. Everybody don't have your opinion, Reggie. Everybody don't say these guys was bad. They thought they were good matches for him.
They did not think they were good matches.
Yes, they
man.
did.
No, they didn't.
Some of
Floyd
them
just
matches
know how
were
to
some
hype
of
stuff up.
Oh my God.
Sugar Shane was retired for years. What the hell can be good? Hey, well, 3-4 years ago, bro was the truth. No, he wasn't, because you know what was happening 3-4 years ago? Why he retired? He got his ass beat then. Dude he just know how to hype fights. De La Hoya
Bruh,
hadn't been anything good for years.
I've realized you don't like new greatness.
It has nothing to do with
You
new,
don't.
It has nothing to do with
Nobody.
new greatness.
I have never seen you like
You know who
give
I like
props
that's
to
active right now?
active
Not-
person,
not
bro.
True, not true. Because I talk about my man Earl Spence. Love Earl Spence. Love Terrence Crawford. Love both of them guys. You know who they are?
Oh my God, bro. I'm talking about.
They're active fighters.
I'm not just talking about active fighters. I'm talking about like new greatness. You have a problem with it.
Who are you talking
In
about?
all sports,
I never said Floyd wasn't great. I said he wasn't the GOAT.
you have a problem with it, bro.
No,
you
I
don't
don't.
like for nobody to succeed what you
No,
feel
bro,
is the greatest.
When you succeeded, I'm gonna get Ali succeeded somebody. Somebody's gonna succeed Ali.
Well, we finna wrap it up. It's good that Reggie's opinion doesn't really matter on the greatness. That's just your
It
opinion.
does. That's
and
why
my
Floyd,
opinion don't
That's
matter.
why Floyd be so mad though, because they don't recognize him
Because they
as the
call
GOAT.
Reggie and say that?
No, because they don't recognize him as the GOAT.
Some
Floyd
people
constantly
do.
argues.
Wait.
Floyd constantly argues
Wait.
with the names in boxing.
Wait.
Okay, well the names
in boxing
that people respect.
Names in boxing now.
They don't call him that. He
The names
constantly
in
argues.
boxing now are former high competitive boxers, and they're not gonna give that to Floyd.
Why they not even? In
Who
his
have
weight
who did they
class?
give it to?
haven't fought him.
Who do the boxers give it to?
It depends on who you talking
They
about.
they,
Some of
they
them
give
got-
it to they
some
give
of
it
them
to
got
who they
Ali.
love.
Some of them got
Bro,
Ray
I guarantee
Robinson.
you, this new generation says Floyd Mayweather is the greatest they ever seen, bro. It's gonna
It depends
happen.
on how young you are.
That's what I just said.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
newer generation is gonna give it to him.
That doesn't make it true though.
That doesn't make what you think is true, bruh.
If you don't see nothing, if you
That
don't,
doesn't make
if
what
you
you
don't see
think is
nothing, if
true.
you don't see nothing before Floyd, then yeah, Floyd is great because you haven't seen nothing better than Floyd. But when you seen Floyd and other bodies that's unanimously
And
known
some
as
people
great
still
fighters,
will say, "Bro, do you see how Floyd defend, bro? Other
they will give him that.
other boxers
I
get
agree
their
with
ass
that.
beat." Like
I
that's
agree with that. He might be the greatest defender of all time.
like
That don't make him the greatest boxer of all time, though.
you don't feel that way. Other people feel differently because other people say define boxing. Boxing is not slugging. That's not the same thing. There's sluggers. You're a boxer, right? Is that not true?
No, that's part of boxing.
There's boxing and there's slugging. Floyd is a boxer. That's what the sport is called. So that's why people say he's the GOAT at that. He's a great boxer.
He is a great boxer.
That's the point.
The only thing I said was you didn't agree with that. He's not the greatest of all time. You
He
chunked it up
is
to
the
a
greatest
record and
boxer
said,
of all
because
time.
he had the best record.
He is the greatest
makes
boxer
him
of
the
all
makes
time
him
right
the
now.
greatest.
Right now, he's the greatest boxer of all time. Record.
That don't even go together. You can't say
record
all now
and what
and
he-
right now. You can't say all time and right now.
All time and right now because he's alive.
Why would he be?
If Muhammad Ali was alive right now, I would say Muhammad Ali, in my opinion, is the greatest of all time living.
Do you know why they say Ali is the greatest? Especially the biggest names that's been talking boxing, people that's been watching it before me and you was alive. Why
Yeah,
they say
I
Ali was
know
the
why.
greatest? Even though they seen Sugar Ray Robinson, because
I know why some people say.
Because he is more people that say that.
No,
than
say
Floyd.
why you say it.
No,
Don't talk for
I'm
other people.
No, I'm telling
Don't
you
talk
the reasons why I use the same thing, the same reasons they use, and this is a fact. It's
So
not
this
my
is why
opinion.
you say it.
It's not my opinion.
This your opinion. Yes,
No,
it is.
it's not my opinion.
Because everybody don't say he's the greatest, so it's your
Ali
opinion.
has the most wins against no matter what list you want to name. No matter what list you want to name. Of the greatest boxers of all time, he has the most beaten names in their primes.
But what makes the person that they was going against great? Because he was great at the time?
Great when they fought him. And after they fought him.
Exactly. At that time.
That's what makes you
He
great. 'cause you can
destroyed
fight.
so many names, bro.
Who?
Ali.
Destroy what names he destroyed? What great fighter did he destroy? Name?
Frazier.
He didn't destroy Frazier.
Yes, he did. Frazier was begging people.
he
When he
beat
beat his
Frazier.
ass twice, he destroyed him, bro.
He killed him. He did kill him.
Frazier couldn't get no type of nothing after that.
And Frazier is still considered a better boxer than
No, he's-
all 50 opponents that Floyd has fought, bro. I know everybody that man has
You
fought.
can't. First of all,
he's higher than Zab
I can't
Judah.
compare. I don't compare weight classes because it's a whole different ball game. Weight classes is a whole heavyweight is a whole different ball game.
I'll go in his weight class since he beat Jim weight class. I'll go in his weight class. Sugar Ray Leonard has more great boxers in their prime.
He's a great boxer.
Has more great boxers in their prime.
Sugar Ray is a great boxer
on his list.
But Sugar Ray got
names
L's.
Names he had beat because he went against better fighters than
He
Floyd.
got L's. Nah, because he lost and he didn't know how to defend himself.
No,
he goes
bro.
in slugging, thinking he gonna knock out everybody.
Floyd has never.
Floyd is a boxer.
Floyd has never went against nobody the caliber of Marvin Hagler. He's never went against or Tommy Hearns or Roberto Duran.
Caliber.
He's never went against a name
That's what
like
I'm saying, bro. You. What makes a name? But we only got a minute. What makes a name?
What the hell you do?
Exactly. So when you get to this point in your life and you look back, that person has a name by what he accomplished by the time you got this age, right? Right?
No, by this age? No, right, like right now?
By the time you get this age, that's when you recognize what a person done by their history. Bro, that's the only reason you can see. It's going to be a lot of people now that people are going to be like, hey, he was a great boxer. And you going to be like, no, he wasn't. That player wasn't. No, he was greater than him. Y'all didn't know. Y'all didn't know Sugar Ray. You going to be the old man, bro. You sound like him already.
If you are a great fighter, you're a great fighter. But again, like I said, it matters when you fight somebody.
What's that young boy name?
What weight class?
Middle, lightweight. Little lights. He part of Floyd.
Javante Davis?
Javante Davis.
I know him.
In a couple years, he's going to be a great boxer.
He got to go against the big names.
But what's
going
to make a big name?